For what? Claps for what? Lateness? Now I need a late pass. Wait, I'm looking for the long version. I like the long version. Boy, I had a time with this thing today and it won. I probably have to throw it out after today. Because I think the devil's all in it. And I was probably going to. All right, hold on. Wait, is this it? Oh, no. Here it is. Yeah. Got some midnight tape for me. Hey, Ryan Layla, shit. So real. It's Jonesy in the morning. It's Jonesy. With shade and laughter. Come on, somebody. In your car, in the house, on the highway. Jonesy in the flyway. Oh, you want this party. Again and again. Tell a friend, let's get it moving like. What up, Jonesy? Hey, you wanna wait to start the day? Go and say hi, she on her line. She told me, love to slay. Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Got your name next to me. Let's get it. It's Jonesy in the morning. Shade and laughter me. Jonesy in the morning. That's enough. Yeah. That's enough. That's enough self-gratification for now, at least. Okay, hold on. Hello, somebody in your car on a bus on the highway. Jonesy and a na 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 na. Good morning, lovies. So I realized what happened. I come downstairs, the hair is brushed as it could be. And then I tassel with this damn thing, and then it looks like a bird's nest. And it's probably crooked, but it'll do, right? It's going to do. Because y'all not here for hair. Y'all here for her. Y'all not here for hair. Y'all here for her. And then the knob on top that holds the bars in place fell and rolled. Guess who's not falling and rolling with it? Guess who's not stop dropping and rolling with it? So I need to do a Fix Jonesy's Banner Fund. What? Yep. Because the one I actually want is the one that has flat things. It's the real one that y'all use for like sheets and stuff at parties. So let's get that fun going, people. The Jonesy Banner Fund. We all benefit from it. Me, I just as soon take the bitch down altogether and have a window because I don't do well in darkness. It makes me depressed, especially when it's cold. Good morning, Grownsies. Good morning. Good morning, Giddy. Giddy gonna get it. Giddy gonna get it. Where's my lotion? Oh, I think it's over there. Hold on. Why you don't do all these things? Because you sleep until the last minute. Like everybody else. What we're not gonna do is start losing things. Did I bring it upstairs? Because these knees, nope. I just as soon find a lotion in the boys' bathroom. I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. Maybe our because what we can't do is have ash. Not doing the ash. Where did it go? Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Yep. The comedy show is going down on next Thursday night. We're coming all the way. All the way, all the way, all the way. All the way, all the way, all the way. Let me go on Instagram. Please get your tickets. You can cash out me $30 and I'll put you on the list. Or you can go to comedyhome.com. I don't know why you would when you could just do direct to consumer like this show is now. Hey, come on, somebody. Ooh. All right, I got to send this to Giddy. Did y'all see the video of the dude, DeHaven? I think that's his name. Who is Jay-Z's ex-friend, partner from the streets. Did y'all see it? Partner in crime, growing up in Marcy Projects in Brooklyn that Jay-Z betrayed and sent to prison. Jay-Z's right-hand man who took some bullets for Jay to protect Jay from getting killed. He's giving his thoughts about Jay-Z's connection to the Epstein files. Oh boy, y'all just be trying me on a Tuesday. Try me. Let me see. So people are still talking about the performance. You know what the best part of that shit was? Watching that idiot, that loser, that failure that's in the white people's house respond to it. That's the most interesting thing is watching his response. He's so mad. Everybody's mad. Come on. This is America. How do you speak that language? Because this is America. Because this is America, not the white America. See, the problem is when we were trying to do our own thing, y'all burnt our businesses down. Y'all always come in and fuck with our stuff. That's the problem. You come and fuck with our stuff. You fuck with our black men, and then you lie on them. You fuck with our culture. You fuck with our everything we have you want, because white people don't have no culture. And I'm sorry. If you're a white person in this live, this is not to hurt you. This is to educate you so you can learn and find your place in the world. Because that's what I'm here to do. Help white people find their motherfucking place in the world today. It's not what I'm here to do, but somebody's got to do it because clearly y'all have lost the way. Puerto Rico is part of the United States, you greedy fucks. You did it that way. And it probably wasn't because you love Puerto Ricans. They had something you wanted. So now they're here. They're staying here, just like the black people and the other races. They're here, and y'all need to educate yourselves. Exactly, Reggie. Let's talk about it. Because now we can, and we don't have to worry about, bzz, bzz. Hey, Jonesy, can you not do that this morning or ever, to be exact? Because, yeah, I don't want to have to stand up and say how much truth you're telling. Even though I too kick in their backs when you're in my office after the show. So can you just not? Yeah, we don't have to worry about those type of calls. Come on, lives. I thought I disconnected that. The Instagram is still going to the thing. Okay, Kaylee, good morning. Thank you. All right, Kaylee, I'm trying to do a show. I'm going to need you to stop right now, please. Thank you. All right, hold on. Here we go. All right. Elaine got the Jonesy Lunch Fund, Sojo Fund, and now the new Banner Fund going with a nice hefty $10 donation. Thank you all. No amount is too small. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Michael Jones Jr. Good morning, moderators. And good morning, Vintage. Good morning. Am I saying it right? Alana, Alane. Am I saying Elaine? Give me a phonetic. Miss C, good morning. Joseph Langley, good morning. Gang's all here. Good morning, people on the live. Can you do us a favor and come on to the YouTube so we can get the show going? Go to YouTube at Pink Champs The Show. Now, you know. Isaac's Papa, good morning. I love you back. Good morning, Niambi. Can y'all come on over? Everybody here, come over here. Everybody here, stay here. Just come on over. I was telling about Comedy in Harlem next Thursday. I've got Stephanie K as a headliner. I've got Sean Harvey and Mia hosting it. I got Isaiah Kelly. I got Onika, and I got Soph's Dope. And Soph's the Latina flavor of the night. She's bringing Bad Bunny. I'm kidding. I look back at the performance again. Well, not the whole performance, but highlights of it. They even had the lady from the Bodega Club in Brooklyn. They flew her out. So they did put a lot of thought into the performance. I love intentional performances. So that means take that, take all of that. Take all of that. And they couldn't do nothing. Good morning, Low Mama. Bronx Breed, good morning. Come on over here. Come on over to the YouTube. Just hit the YouTube. Get rid of that other app and hit this one and come on over so we can get started. We got a big show today, right, Giddy? From Sinners, we have actor Christian Robinson. Christian Robinson. That's Giddy's friend. Hey. And I want to call him like a jazz R&B crooner from back in like the 80s, maybe late 80s, early 90s. Will Downing is going to be joining us this morning. Wait, let me do this right. Right? He's got a show in Rahway Saturday, Valentine's Day. Now that's dope. And there's plenty of seats available, at least according to the chart I looked on last night, because I was like, I tried and then I would have give you more, but I still remember. And you know you can. Hold on. There's my pen up. So I was over here working last night. And why? Every time. Not sit with me. Hold on, Then before the laptop loses the charge, because the thing is all the way over here. All right, laptop, charge me up. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Charge me up. Where them hands at? Okay, found something. Oh, man. Oh, let me go the other way. Hold on, people. This is how bad it is. How you forget you got the damn toilet tissue fitting in your hand? I hope it's not that kind of day. Because I got to go. Let me tell you something. I don't know why these schools be trying me. I got to go up in the school today, child. Come on over to YouTube. All right, we got 85. We just need 15 more. I'm doing good, but I need you to come over here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, DJ. Come on over so we can get going. And then we're starting our segment, Local Love, where we are saluting and celebrating a local business. And today happens to be the business of Grayson, who is a regular here. One of Jonesy's grownsies, because we grown. Hey, world. Because we are grown. Now, Giddy, yesterday I sent you a bunch of stuff, and I, of course, don't even remember. But hopefully when I get to it, you'll just be able to reference it. But before we do that, I want to thank some people yesterday who, after the show or during the end of the show, they donated to lunch for me, dinner for me, a fund for a new banner pole for me without even knowing that's what they were donating to. Bianca Wallace, thank you. Byron Anderson, thank you. Claudette Stewart, thank you. Kim from Harlem, thank you. And I think that's all I remember, guys. I'm sorry if I forgot your name. I will go back through my Zelly and see if there's anybody that went that route yesterday. Okay.
Well, Jonesy, did you want to start off with Jay-Z's friend?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll get that cracking. So that just dropped in my lap just now. So let's get to it. Nigga, you gonna say something?
What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? What up, my peoples? My peoples. What's good? Come on.
You about as bad as me.
Come on in. Come on in. As they say, hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you ain't donating, this is how it helped me. It's for me so I can see who be checking in for what states. I just got back in New York City.
Come on over to the line.
Man, I was in Carolina for the last week. This weekend, I got about 9 hours worth
Come to the YouTube
of straight content. Shout out to my dog down there in North Carolina, Q, Dre, Sam, everybody that every time this man get in a situation, my views, my Marcy May go up. You feel me?
Is that him or us?
And that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? See how, you know what I'm saying, your blessings may come sometimes and stuff, you feel me? And it's a blessing. And it was so much of a blessing.
Listen.
Shout out to UK over in London, where Marcy Maid is trending really, really hard. Like I said, man, I ain't gonna stop until Marcy Maid gets, I kind of stopped putting my business out. It's funny. Reading through the comments, reading about it, hearing about it all week and this and that and the third. And I'm seeing people like, yo, this is just so bogus. This is just so bogus. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't see his name. Where's his name at? And all this third, you know what I mean? Y'all ain't showing it on the papers, this, that. So y'all fronting, you know, we don't see no evidence. This is what I'm hearing. We don't see no evidence. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why y'all trying to sabotage his name and all of this shit and this and that and the third. And I'm like, it's funny because they asking to see some paperwork and some evidence when it pertains to him and this Epstein files in that island, right? They want to see evidence. Let me see evidence. Let me see pictures. Let me see documents. Let me see. And I'm saying to myself, damn, this nigga called me a snitch, right? And nobody cared to see anything. But they did label me as a snitch behind him calling me a snitch. And, you know, I've been talking about this for many years about where's the evidence. You have to, you know, this is the moral code of everything. Show, let us see. But there's no evidence. But to see how people come to his aid and support about what they don't see and, you know, why they sabotage him, his name and all of that. And I'm saying to myself, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? It's okay for him to do it to someone, right? But when it's allegations against his name and his credibility and shit, people want to stand in the gap and say, you know, celebrities even standing, oh, we don't see nothing. They just, you know, lying, this and that and the third. But, you know, that double standard shit, you feel me? So I don't respect none of it, really. But my overall perspective on that type of shit, man, is really, one, I don't care. I don't care because these very same people that y'all be asking people, what do they think, these celebrities and this and that and the third, what do they think? And it's like, why should we think? Like, I keep trying to explain to y'all that those people don't care about us. They don't care about us. They are entertainers, and the only thing they care about is having you entertain and watch them constantly. And they will do whatever, which we see. They will do whatever it takes for views and likes. They will do whatever. We see it. We see them eating each other up like rats for content and bogus shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Lala, good morning.
But the big picture is,
hey, eat them up 2 times.
If I don't trust none of them, I don't trust I really don't trust nobody. But when it comes to our government, these politicians, those rappers, that entertainment, I don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing.
He talking about Jay-Z and the Epstein.
You understand? The mailman is a scammer. So how are you gonna trust what a message he give you? So I don't believe nothing of what they do and how they operate over there. I don't believe them. So nothing is surprising. Nothing is surprising. The whole entertainment is like, the whole entertainment is like that. The whole entertainment is an illusion. It's an illusion. When I say illusion, if you would understand, look at the fake beefs we have going on, the fake arguing back and forth. We got gangster, so-called street niggas arguing back and forth over the internet. It's not, we talking about beef they say they having with someone, and ain't no punches being thrown. Not that I advocate violence, but
Except
I just
for the
never
fight
seen
with Ja
nothing like
Rule
this.
and Yayo and them.
That it can't be real.
We'll get to that.
It just can't be real. It's like they all get together in one big room and say, "I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna say this, and you say this back," and it don't make sense.
That's truth, though. What he's saying. That's so
And none
true.
of it is positive. So I don't even pay attention to that stuff.
The fake friendships.
I don't waste my time with it. I don't pay attention to it because it's all just want you to have your attention on it. I got bigger things to do. I got way bigger things to do. I got my own stuff, my own story to worry about.
So can we get to it, sir?
And what I really, really get from all of this, Jay, the Epstein, Jay, the accusations on the rapes and this and that, what I get from this is what God wanted to show me. This is God showing me why me and him went like this. It ain't just the disrespect and the betrayal that him and his family did, but this is definitely an eye-opener for me to show me that definitely God had a different situation for me. That look what goes on over there. This is why. And this is why I'm humble and I'm okay with things. You know what I'm saying? It might not look clear early on when I was wilding out, this, that, and the third, trying to figure out why these niggas trying to handle me, this, that, and the third, years of that shit, just only to find out, look, do you know what kind of situation I would have been in if I was still hanging with him and over there? Do you know they'd have told me that, yo, it's some bitches, a bunch of chicks over there on that island right over there, mad chicks. We flying. Where? How we getting over there? That's me. I'm going. Snow bunnies, gone. You know what I'm saying? I know I would have been on that flight. I know I'd have been over there. But if I'd have got over there and seen some tricky, some funny shit, you know what I'm saying? That would have been something different. You know what I mean? If I'd have had to swim back out of there or tell the pilot, yo, don't leave, man. This shit ain't right. I wouldn't have been there having those kind of accusations on me. And then the long story short, if they went over there, who's to say what went on? Who's to say? You know what I'm saying? Who's to say what really went on over there? So what? His name on the flight log, and there was a bunch of pedophiles over there. So who's to say? I don't go for none of that. I don't go for none of that. I go for my story, what I got going on, me telling my story about my life and what I got going on. That's it, man. That's the only thing. My public speaking, my nonprofit, my blueprint for change. I focus on shit that's gonna help me grow, shit that helps me, shit that help my family, shit
I'm
that's
giving him 30 more seconds.
My circle, my kingdom grow.
Thank you, because so did they find the Guthrie mom? Because I haven't looked, but I know they had, last I saw, hey, now we're at the 101. Good morning, people. Welcome to Jonesy in the Morning. Last I looked, they were given a deadline, and then I fell off to sleep. Yeah, I all that yapping and talking. Yeah, but the little part that he did say about the fake friendships and the fake beefs, and they are encouraged by the gatekeepers and the money in the offices because beefs sell. And now one label got held accountable for the East Coast, West Coast, not one. And it was right there. All right, I'm not vintage. I'm not watching it. Based on that, maybe I would have watched it before I saw that, but because I need him to get to it. So we're not watching Marcy Diaries or nothing Marcy. So, did you guys see how long? Because this is really the Hatfields and the McCoys, the Ja Rule and the 50 beef. And usually I'm here for it all. But they were on a plane, not 50. I think it was Yayo and who else? What was the other one? Do we have the clip from that, Giddy? They were on the plane. And I don't know where they were coming from. And they were in the same, I guess they were all in first. And I think it was Yayo. Starts talking, look at this bitch ass nigga, blah, 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 blah. And then Ja Rule turns around and go, and look at this, blah, 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 blah. And then supposedly the stewardess kicked, either they kicked Ja Rule off the plane or they moved his seat. Uncle Murder and Yayo. Okay. Did y'all see that? Yes, Ja Rule definitely called them the police. Yes. Did that make y'all feel old? Because I'm here for most of the nonsense, but when you start making me feel old, that's why I take issue.
Suck ass Ja Rule on the plane.
Hey, yo, what is going on? Because this might be the most unexpected hip-hop link-up of the year. Imagine boarding a flight and trying to find your seat, storing your carry-on, and boom, Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder look up and see Ja Rule on the same plane. Nah, the universe was trolling. Now, if you know hip-hop history, you already know this ain't just two rappers ran into each other. This is G-Unit versus Murder, Inc. Early 2000s beef, radio wars, street tension, whole careers got reshaped. This is the type of beef where if you said the wrong name in 2003, your DJ might unplug the aux cord. So seeing these dudes on the same flight, that's like seeing Batman and the Joker sharing a lift. So according to Tony Yayo, they realized mid-flight, hold on, ain't that him? No private jet, no velvet rope, no security wall. Just first-class seats and unresolved rap history. And now here's the funny thing, nothing really popped off. They just was calling each other's names and low-key throwing shade and disrespect towards each other.
Suck ass Ja Rule on the plane. Suck ass up.
Ja was not here. He ain't got nothing to lose now.
Supposedly, they made Ja Rule get off the plane after he threw a pillow at Tony Yayo.
Ja Rule see the pillow Ja Rule threw out so fast. And this way he was sitting before we got him out of here.
They could have stopped the whole plane. But it looked like the plane was already up in the air. And who was the video? Who was videoing? I always want to give a donations to camera people, except when they cut off and they forget us people at home are watching, right? So that was that. And then did y'all, well, I saw this before, that Candy and Cod. Is that what we're calling them? Or Tandy? What we doing? Tandy or Cod? The first three that say the same thing, that's what I'm going with. Cod or Tandy? How you got it? Cotton. How you got it? Good morning, Trinero. Todd's girlfriend is allegedly pregnant. I gotta disconnect the Instagram. Must keep clicking on the damn computer. All right, I got 3 Tandys. So in Tandy updates, Todd is no longer keeping Seneca, the Tandy's one. Sorry, boo. They're no longer keeping the secret that he's got a whole girl pregnant, allegedly, because I don't even believe what I see nowadays. and leaving Candy with all them kids that she never really wanted, was doing for him. But she's got enough money to have other people take care of them. So, moving right along. In Black folks slander, Kid Rock. Kid Rock was filming himself yesterday. There's a video of him. And Giddy, I don't even know if I sent this one to you. Did I send it to you? Wait, maybe Giddy got it. Kid Rock is comparing himself to Jay-Z and making excuses for why he didn't ever become as big as Jay-Z. I'd rather wait for y'all comments on this one. This old rickety rackety crackhead ass. And I'm not even a Jay-Z fan. But real recognize real. And this is just some old bullshit, more the same shit. They just always feel like everything we got, they're entitled to. Everything we do. Wasn't he born with a silver spoon? Well, he must have chewed on it with his fucking teeth. Because, baby, how you denturing? He's not. That's the problem. And what else did I have? Please stop with the Wendy's on her way back. Now that Sherri Shepherd's show was canceled, I saw this on Black Culture something, which is probably a white person front and behind it, because, you know, they were exposed for doing that too. Saying that the network is already no, they're not. No, they're not. No network is, because nobody's insurance company is going to allow them to bring somebody that visibly isn't well. You're not putting them on the paycheck. Companies don't like even hiring pregnant women. But we saw Wendy exposed for come on. Now that her other parent died, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling what's going on over there now or up there. There's the spoon.
So he goes like, well, maybe Jay-Z will do it, which nothing against Jay-Z. I respect him for his hustle and, his music. But it seems like there's a little bit of a DEI hire there going on, to kind of black guys love Jay-Z. And of course, I'm not that ignorant. I know a lot of us love Jay-Z, not just black guys. But in the league where he had this problem, it seemed like, we'll bring him in. And so, Jay-Z's not going to take that position of power and that money. So, then they convened in a not for profit league until, they quietly got rid of that tax exempt status at some point. So Roger did not have to disclose his salary, so he had all sorts of problems. So he brings in Jay-Z.
So I guess that's him explaining why the performers that have been chosen for Super Bowl are being chosen. I'm like, well, white people first of all, just leave black people alone. I'm wondering, do black people just need to go and charge up in that fucking White House and tear it down for real, for real? Not that old fake ass insurrection shit they did January 6th. Like some real, let's go. And whoever live, and whoever don't. And then the next crew come in and just keep tearing their ass the fuck up. Because to me, that seems like that's what needs to happen. They need to be met with the violence that their rhetoric requires. Because fuck that sticks and stones. Words do hurt. Good morning, Zach Mack. Good morning, everybody. Like, at least they're going to start thinking. They're going to go back to saying shit quietly. Because now this whole in your face, and then if you hit them back, you go to jail. I might as well just go on my own terms and not wait for provocation. Exactly. Fight fire with fire. All of 2026. Like, it's too much. And I feel like we're sitting ducks. We're just sitting here waiting because we know what's going to happen. They didn't already fuck with the white women, the white men, the Puerto Ricans, and the Puerto Ricans are the one, or the Latinos are the ones, a lot of the ones in ICE. Me and Mike talked about that yesterday. They pull you over, their accent is thicker than Bad Bunny, who 2 years ago was a bag boy in the grocery store in Puerto Rico. Huh. But to my point, thank you, Eat 'em Up 2 times. Thank you for the donation. Lovely $5 donation. Let me give you some applause. Thank you. And thank you to Kim from Harlem. Everybody that's donating. I got to get another banner stand because the little knob up top fell off today, and it went rolling, and I'm not rolling on the river today. I'm sorry. Grayson is here at 8 o'clock. We're going to talk to him about his company. So that's just minutes away. We're going to talk to him about his local business and his political endeavors, because that is what local love here on Jonesy is for. And then around 9 o'clock, we're going to talk to Christian Robinson from Sinners and hopefully get all up in his pockets without him knowing. So, wait, I didn't mean to press that. Yeah, and she looking like a cow over there interviewing him. It's just the hypocrisy of all of this. And they're saying the quiet part out loud. And I'm just over not being able to say nothing back and let my words hurt them. Chris Brown needs to do the Super Bowl. We need a list of everything anti them, everything to piss them off, need to do the Super Bowl. And even in all of that, in all of the messaging and all of what the performance of Super Bowl represented, they still slid in Lady Gaga. Why? Because they felt like she's as American pie as America can get. So I'm thinking and hoping that they slid her in kind of as a jab to say, and look, we're going to pull you. We're acknowledging that this performance is non-white by putting her here. Good morning, Q-Sci-Fi. Q-Sci-6, rather. Q-Sci-6. Who is that? Do I know you? Do I know you? Seneca, what was your comment? Did I delete it by mistake? Put it in there. Hey, Terrence, put it in there. Put your comment in again. They in here? The gatekeepers are in here? Deleting comments? Dan the man said Gaga had her chance and stunk up the stage. But I guess she served her purpose, I guess. So either they were trying to still placate other white people watching, or they were trying to take a jab and saying, yes, we're acknowledging that there will be nothing white in this performance. There'll be no stiffness. There'll be no more lying on a black man, having sex with you willingly. There'll be no more dancing off beat. There'll be no more raisins none of those things. It was all brown, beige, colorful, cultural. It was all those things. Giddy said the comment may have been filtered. Yeah, because my moderators are with the shits. They be letting shit that ain't supposed to come through. So welcome. Welcome home to a safe space. Gaga was there to be the couple's first dance song as newlyweds. Okay. Why the fuck you not in the corner, Dwayne? Eat 'em Up 2 times said he rewatched it this morning. and he did his job and entertained the people. It was very entertaining. It was very informative. It was everything it was supposed to be. And I selfishly asked if they could have, because I'd be liking to be a part of everything that makes the other side mad. But I'm fine watching them bask and understand. And oh, child, the white folks were not having it. They want to complain about, oh, did you see the disgusting dance? Nigga, you rape kids. Allegedly. There's a whole 300,000 million page file. So now you care about nasty behavior? Now the government cares about nasty gyrating dances? That's all y'all do is nasty stuff. That's all y'all do. Y'all eat kids. Y'all do things, SA them. You don't stop the mass shootings. You like, what? It's like, hello, Pot. My name is Keto. Jody C asked a question. Why does Chris Brown need to do the Super Bowl? YouTube stole my original handle, said, I'm just not feeling the Bad Bunny hype. Because it was more political. Nobody's feeling the hype. But it's serving its purpose. J-Lo could have been a go-to, but she's been compromised. When she married into that blue blood, all that sofrito got watered down. So you ain't going there. What's the name? Well, her hips don't lie. She's not trying to rock no boat. Bad Bunny is new, happy to be here, and ready to serve and protect. Let me applaud that. Ready to serve and protect at any expense. The industry really don't care about Black culture, and if you stand up for us, they try to silence you unless you sell out. Yeah. They care about monetizing Black culture. The industry only, once you understand that, right? Once you can wrap your head around that, then you can pick and choose how much you want to invest in that part of your career. But what you're saying is absolutely right. It is a fucking business of fuckery. And all they want to do is exploit our culture because they have none of their own. Show me white culture. Every top prominent white culture that you might even drop the name of right now stole their influence or their music, Elvis, from Black people. And you can go to Eminem. That's obvious. Studying our culture. No, I know Shakira already did the Super Bowl. I remember her and I think wasn't her and J-Lo did something together too. I know. I'm just saying, when she did it, it was just happy dancing. It wasn't no message. It wasn't no. She's not that. So that's not why they didn't get her. They didn't get her because that might be part of why they didn't get her again. But trust me, if she had shifted and become what their culture needed right now, they'd have brought her back and explained why. Elvis stole from every freaking body. Elvis stole from his wife's mother and father. But this is what they do. The whole country that they want us to leave. Now you want us to leave after we built it up for free. Not till you pay reparations. And since you ain't trying to pay, we will be stay. So Principal Latimer, good morning. Hi, Miss Pepper. Wants to know why doesn't Chris Brown need to do the Super Bowl? Well, no, need was in quotes. Right, Mr. Grayson, and he ain't never win a Grammy. Yep, that's a fact right there. It was all political. And I'm glad because white people lost their minds. They caught stroke Sunday night. And he helped it along. He took all the oxygen away. He took all the pacemakers away, all of that. Let them stroke the fuck up. Do you mind if I stroke you up? Do you mind if I? during halftime. All right. Speaking of which, it is the top of the hour, which means, what I do? What I just do? Grayson, you ready? Oh, wait. Giddy's trying to tell me something. Nope, I did not send Grayson the link. Should I? Or can you? Oh, so my people said in regards to am I saying it? Savannah Guthrie and her missing mother, no money was transferred, even though she got on the news yesterday and said, we're going to pay the money. We just want our mom back. No money was transferred and still no leads on who did it. They must not want their mama back. No, they do. But why go on there? You know what? This is an inside job. Y'all do realize that, right? It's an inside job. And maybe it's so inside that they don't want, whether it's the cousin or the brother-in-law or and I don't think that Savannah's in on it, but I think all the rest of the siblings, there's something going on, and I'm tired. I listen. A wise woman once told me, what'd she tell me? Why you listen now? Wise women been telling you shit. That you choose to run your damn mouth. All I know is it is the top of the hour, which means here we go. I thought we could do this one.
That's too funny. Hey, Ryan Lane, let's get it. So real. It's Jonesy in the morning. It's Jonesy. We're shade and laughter. We're shade and laughter. Na 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 na. Jonesy in the morning.
And while all of this stuff is keeping us distracted from what's going on in the world, I'm sorry because I have to join in on the distractions because we've got a full show today. Today we start our local love segment. And that is us giving the spotlight, the shine on a local business and connecting you to them to you. And we figure out their service, if their services have a place in our needs. Directly, you guys can ask questions. And I'm not going to be stingy with the link. If anybody's in the comments, right, and we're talking and you have something that you feel is worthy of being heard and you ain't scared, we will bring you up. We will send you the link and bring you up. And you can come on. Yesterday, Mecca Global came up and actually showed us the backstage area of the TV show she's working on right now, which is actually pretty cool. Thank you, Mecca. Appreciate you for that. Went out on a limb doing that. And this morning, Mr. Grayson, y'all remember Mr. Grayson was the first one to let us go all up in his pockets a couple of weeks ago. And at that point, good morning, people on IG. Can you come over to the YouTube? Because we got a lot going on. Child, we got one of the actors, Christian Robinson from Sinners coming on. We got Will Downing checking in. We're doing our local love segment right now. And we are just We are doing it all, calling all, doing it all. So please join us, YouTube, Pink Champs, the show. Good morning, everybody. Come on, join us. Come on over. We got 135 in here. Come on. Come on. And when you come in, just like, that's it. You ain't got to like me in real life. Just like me on here. All right. So is Mr. Grayson ready? Did we give him the link? Grayson, whenever you're ready. Because I want to know. Like Joe, I want to know just where you're working. I told you when Grayson sent over his assets, Giddy, it was multiple businesses. So we'll get him up here in just a moment. If you would like to be considered for local love and have your business, it's the same as Black-owned business, y'all. We just changed the name, and I might change it again. Shit, I might call it Black-owned business again. Your Black-owned business, if you wanted to get some highlight, some shine, come on through. And I know a few of you, or many of you, perhaps, have businesses that I could not have ever mentioned on the radio just based on FCC violations or FCC regulations, rather. Like alcohol, you have your own lines of wine. A lot of that, especially when I did the Food and Wine Festival out in Queens. You have wine companies, beverage companies, dispensaries, 420 is right away. It's right around the corner. And you would like your companies highlighted here. And it doesn't even have to be those two. It could be a restaurant. It could be, you can be an author. Just whatever business you are promoting. Let me by emailing me right there. Y'all got to come over here to see what I'm referring to. So I just came over here, IG, to say good morning. Please come over to YouTube. It's just a thumb hit of the app and go to Pink Champs the show, and we are here. All right, I got to go. I cannot serve two masters. Just email me at bookingjonesy@gmail.com. If that is you, if you got something to promote. Grayson, are you ready, Grayson? Yeah, that Ja Rule and Uncle Murda Yayo beef on the plane. It was cute, but it just made me go back to, wow, how old am I? Not even how old are they? How old am I? What else happened yesterday? What else? Hi, Desi Dollars. Good morning, Donnell Barnes. Donnell Deacon. He said he needs the link. Kitty, you want me to send it to him? All right. Hold on a second. I should have figured, because I don't think I gave him your. Oh no, I did give it to you, but you know how I gave it to you, Giddy? Hold on. I forwarded it to you. That's why I figured you would have snatched it off of there, but don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get it. Here we go. This is like real time. It's all right. You guys are completely watching the making of the new Jonesy in the morning. Right? Bloopers and all. All right, I sent it. I don't think Ja Rule was shitting himself. I don't. Shitting yourself would have been like saying something non-provocative, like he called that nigga police It don't get no more disrespectful than that. So I do not agree that he was scared. Not yesterday. And now Irv is dead. He ain't got nothing to lose. So he's tired of being punked. He's not going to allow them to. And he don't kill the bully right now, not literally. But you know, he left because he didn't feel like being around that nonsense and going back and forth. And I wouldn't have trusted sitting that close to them neither. Janthony, thank you. Hey, Booze, hey. Hey, Booze, hey. At that point, they just going back and forth, right? Nobody was throwing nothing because then the whole plane would have gotten kicked off and removed. And ain't nobody got time or bail for that. You can do something like they used to do on Kiss FM, the Choice Awards. I had a restaurant and won 2 years in a row. Come on, restaurant winning 2 years in a row. You still got the restaurant? Danielle? That's so dope. Congratulations. Because now my greedy ass want to know what kind of food you bringing. Good morning, Monique Mitchell. Guys, please make sure you like, thumb up as you come in, and subscribe if you have not. And let me tell you about Grayson. He sent me like 30 topic things yesterday, which was so dope. I really do appreciate you guys that I sent you the stuff. Giddy, did you get it? It was Michael Eric Dyson talking about the video with the Obamas as apes, which once again, dear white people, and by the way, I started that. That whole show was stolen from me. Y'all, those that know, I started that shit in Philly and brought it back to New York when I came back to hot. So as I use it, I dare motherfucker. Dear white people. And not all white people, but the ones of y'all that agree with the racism and the ones of y'all that don't stand up the way you should until now that y'all catching bullets. Y'all are the ones that don't have top lips. That's giving 8. Not us. Our lips be full. Yours be thin. Very ape-like.
I'm joined now by Michael Eric Dyson, Distinguished University Professor of African American and Diaspora Studies at Vanderbilt University and co-author of the book Unequal, A Story of America. Also with me, CNN political commentator Bakari Sellers. Glad to have both of you here. I'll begin with you, Professor. Michael, the floor is yours. What is your reaction to the unapologetic response, albeit not a surprising one?
Well, Laura and Bakari, we know this man is an imperial ninny hammer. He's an autocratic mooncalf. He's an inveterate featherbrain. So we know the nincompoopery and the nitwittery that emerged from him are for entertainment of white supremacists and racists. This is our racist in chief. This is a man who is making it extremely clear and transparent that he disregards the life of Black people, that he disrespects the lives of African Americans, that he dehumanizes Black people by going after the biggest Black, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. Statements have been made before that she doesn't belong in Vogue magazine. She belongs in, the scientific journals or National Geographic because she is an ape. The dehumanizing impulse to call Black people apes is something deeply entrenched in not only American culture, but in Western civilization. Long before Charles Darwin began to talk about the evolution of human beings, Black people were seen as simians, as apes, as animals who were incapable of self-government. Therefore, the justification of going to Africa to extract them from their resting place in their native soil and to bring them here under the civilizing impulse of white Christianity to save us. This is what this man represents. He has no apology. He has no brain. He has no conscience. He has no soul.
Right. Bakari, we should point out that aside from Tim Scott, senator from obviously your home state, it's really only been a handful of Republican lawmakers who are condemning this in a full-throated way. And on the flip side, you have people like the president's son, Donald Trump Jr., who's posting, quote, "Would be nice if we had more Republicans who didn't immediately fall for every left-wing media hoax." Was the backlash we saw today from Republicans even approaching enough?
Well, I think first Michael Eric Dyson stated it correctly, and I think we have to be unequivocal in calling a thing, which is that Donald Trump is not just someone who uses racism as political currency, but Donald Trump himself is a racist. Many of the events and instances of racism that you chronicled in your monologue are so true. From 1973, where he was sued for refusing to rent to African Americans, to the birtherism, shithole countries, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But let me explain, as Dr. Dyson was doing, why this is so cringeworthy, even beyond that, why this is so important. It's simply because by calling African Americans, by showing Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as apes, by not apologizing for this, it furthers that notion where we don't get the benefit of our humanity. And what happens when you don't give a people the benefit of their humanity is you are able to treat them less than. And so whether or not it's the state sanctioned violence that we've seen with Keith Porter by an unarmed ICE agent, or whether or not it's the miseducation of the Negro that we've seen throughout the South, or the fact that Black folk don't have access to quality health care in many of these places, or you're drinking unclean water, or you, Laura, or my wife, Ellen, are 3 to 4 times more likely to die during childbirth than their white counterparts. All of this coalesced into one envelope is the violence that we talk about when you don't give people the benefit of their humanity. And so they're very tangible political and policy outcomes that come from the racism that we're talking about. I think Dr. Dyson would agree with me. I don't care when you call me nigger, but the problem that I have is when you have the systemic racism that comes from racists in these positions of power that continue to keep people like the three of us in a situation where they have their foot on our necks.
Yeah. Your response, Professor?
Yeah, absolutely right. The name is one thing. To dehumanize us through that name, the most dehumanizing name and nomenclature in Western civilization, because attached to it, as you know, Attorney Sellers is saying, is action. It's not simply a rhetorical gesture made in an abstract condition. When he says, "I don't like the Somalians," and then he sends ICE to Minnesota looking for the Somalians, there's a direct line of correlation, of empirical verification, of an internal belief, "I don't like them," and an external action, "They will die." This is the legitimation of Black death as a spectacle that can be accepted and perpetuated by a white supremacist bigot in the White House who continues to radiate the most intense forms of hatred of the other. And watch out, folk out there. He's starting with Black folk. It ain't only us. Poor white people are in the offing. Latinos are in the offing. You know the famous Martin Niemöller poem, you know, I didn't do anything when they attacked everybody else. Then they came for me, no one was left. We must see, during Black History Month, a man who says that Black history is not something special or significant, but part of American history. Would it be so that you recognize that American history is Black history? But what he means to do is to marginalize us and to decenter because he can't stand in his myopic narcissism one moment of attention drawn away from him.
Right.
Black people have survived, Black people will survive, and continue to face this kind of bigotry.
I want to give you opportunity.
All right. That's enough for right now.
For
Thank
a
you.
quick
I
laugh.
needed that. I needed that for my soul. I don't know why I be feeling like I'm alone with my thoughts when I'm watching MS and I'm watching CNN and then I always try to balance myself out by going to the other. And it just takes me, it sends me someplace dark. So I needed that, and I needed it broken down by someone as esteemed as Dr. Michael Eric Dyson. So I'm going to shift gears real quickly because our very first local love guest is here with us, Mr. Grayson. Welcome to Jonesy.
Hello, Jonesy. Good morning.
Second time, but in a different capacity.
Correct.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. How are you?
Not bad. Thank you for sending that clip. That clip, by the way, is courtesy of Mr. Grayson. Thank you. I needed that for my soul.
Yes, I send you a lot of clips.
Yeah.
Every time I think of something, I'm like, oh, Jonesy can use that. But
Yes. Thank you. And now that I'm independent, I can. I can.
Yes.
I don't have to wait for my phone to ring. Jonesy, can you please just go to music and don't talk about the president and don't talk about the apes and don't talk about the the censoring made no sense.
No shucking and jiving. That's gonna hurt advertisers and all that crap.
It was more so hurting that particular person because he always be trying to be in the streets and you know what I mean. But anyway, so tell us what business, because you have a lot going on. You were on All Up in Our Pockets with us, and we all know, those of us that were there know where that was. But what is this? Politics?
So I'm not, you telling these people I'm running. That's why I sent you the media sheet that you declined.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it says somebody declined it from your end, but I digress.
No, it was just me. I have everything.
Oh, you have everything?
Yeah, I opened it up and I sent it over to Giddy too.
No, I sent you a calendar invite yesterday with a.
Oh yeah, that I declined because I was like, what is this? I don't be opening stuff, and then next thing you got control of my computer. Stop playing with the kid.
No, it's not like that. Anyway, but Grayson Media Inc. is basically my little media company. I started it 2 years ago, but I really start ramping up this past December. Basically, and I'm not running for office, people. I'm not. No, I can't do that.
And I say that because it says politics, and I know that in the media package that I did read about you, you were talking about how you were trying to inform people and entertain.
Correct. So
politics is big. That made me the marketing of that.
Yeah, no problem. So basically, I'm not on the straight. My mouth is like yours. It's too reckless to be on the straight and narrow to be a politician. So I wouldn't be suited for that. But I digress. Grayson Media Inc. and Grayson Politics, my first platform that I started back in December. So far, we had one candidate on, and we had a community activist on who was running for in Des Moines, Iowa, or whatever. He's running for a state seat over there, and then we have a couple of other candidates running, and not only candidates, elected officials we also reach out to, and who have been reaching out to us because we just started in December. So that's basically what Grayson Media Inc. is about. And then towards the end of this year, I'll be shifting over to talking about the NBA, sports. And then next year, we have a couple of things in development, talking about, relationships, not any red pill stuff, because I can't stand there's enough of that out there. But, relationships and personal finance, because I feel that a lot of that is not in our communities and not in the schools and stuff like that. So
And some of it is not even like they don't know what they be talking about.
correct. Yeah, and they don't cater towards people of color and their communities and stuff like that. And a lot of stuff that I learned from it was on the fly, learning the hard way or whatever. So if I
On
can
the job.
Yeah, exactly. So if I can prevent, help anyway our communities and stuff like that, if anybody knows, I'm half Haitian, half, and my mother is African American. So those are the communities that I'm basically catering to, but everybody can watch and stuff. And I'm trying to get my followership on each platform up. So far on YouTube, I'm at, I think, 30. We started in December at 2 subscribers, on YouTube, and now we're at 3,300. So we're slowly growing. But I'm trying to get the Instagram and the Facebook, because that's what we stream. We stream on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook and Twitch. But yeah, that's basically what my
So it's a media streaming platform that you've developed.
Yeah.
So tell people right now, while you have their attention, where they can support, how they can subscribe, and what they need to do to be able to watch you and when.
So if I don't want to control nobody, but if Giddy can make that just a little bigger or whatever, he can even cover my face. That's fine. I can still talk. The banner there. But yeah, they can watch me. So at YouTube, I'm at RM_Grayson24. Facebook, I'm at RM Grayson. What do you call it? Instagram, RM Grayson again, and then you can support, because I'm not getting rich off this. I'm supporting it directly through me.
Right, self-funded.
Yeah, exactly. So self-funded. So any little bit helps, to support to push out the content and have guests and stuff, because I'm a one-man band, so it's not easy doing this at the end of the day,
I was going to ask you, what makes you feel qualified to have these conversations and share information? And I'm just asking, that's not shade. What makes you feel qualified?
No, of course. No, I'm honored. Well, you are my inspiration. I used to listen to you going with my little Walkman back in the day, CD Walkman back in the day in the early 2000s, to Hot 97, and you just interviewing politicians, certain the people in the industry, etc., etc. So that one being, you no holds bar, and then with the Grayson Politics thing, it's really our saying is facts, transparency, accountability. And basically there's a lot of things where I live personally, Jersey City. We just transferred mayors, just like in New York City. New mayor James Solomon, who I hope to have on. I haven't reached out yet. I'm just trying to let him get his feet settled yet. But we basically, New York and Jersey City are but basically going through the same things. New York is in a $12 billion deficit. We're in a $250 million deficit from the last mayor, Fulop, who went over to New York, by the way, making money. But I digress. And basically, so the community activist that I've spoken with, who is based in my city, we basically was chopping it up and talking about a lot of things, because you have to hold people accountable. You just can't be sitting behind a keyboard and just, it's not going to go anywhere. You have to have these people on, get a platform. I think we're in a new day, age, and era where you don't have to, like you said, you don't have to be on radio. You don't have to be on, you could just start a platform. I took a, risk out and stuff like that, and, invested in myself and, by doing this. And so that's where it basically comes from. That's how I feel. I'm not necessarily qualified, but I have to hold these elected people accountable. And the people who are trying to run, it's a new day, you know, like the guy I interviewed from Iowa, he's running. He's a young, like 24-year-old running for state, you know. So it's the people who can't get on these CNNs and MS Now and Fox and all this and stuff like that. It's the people who can't, they can come on my platform, and they've been reaching out to me via Instagram DM, and I, you know, so I've been appreciating that.
So basically, when you say you may not be qualified, I just was asking a question because if that idiot is in the white people house, we're all qualified.
Exactly.
I was basically just trying to find out what your specialty would be, because oftentimes we feel that we need to touch because there's always something moving. Always, every time you turn around, there's something happening over here, locally, culture-wise. What's your specialty? What would you, if people come
Right
to
now, it's politics. Yeah, right now we just stick into politics. As we grow and money, as the money goes, then I have a couple of things in development. It's in the dome. And it's on a piece of paper as well. But
corporate media is dead. Somebody just said, don't worry, corporate media is dead. And it's dying more and more. And this is what they're afraid of. They can't control this.
Exactly. That's what, and like
this.
I told you, my mouth is oh well. Like I don't care. I'm professional. We're professional on Grace and Politics, but just know it, like when all the people who have reached out, the candidates and stuff, and elected officials that reached out to me, I have one guy, you know, I'm not gonna call him out by name, but he was asking me for, and I know you know this, it's like an artist asking for a prerequisite of what questions you're gonna ask and stuff like that. So yeah,
the politicians and the networks
you on that or whatever, and he and he asked me. He's running somewhere in Maryland or whatever. And he asked me, so then he kept playing games and stuff like that. So I was like, look, we don't give out prerequisites. I said, if you get elected and you get in a press conference, you're not going to know what somebody's going to ask you. So, you know, I said, I'm not going to send you questions of what I'm going to ask. Don't think because I'm a little platform, you know, that you could just take advantage and this, that, and the other. So he, you know, we professionally dismissed him, you know, or whatever. And I wish his campaign all the best, but you're not going to go back and forth and ask me what I'm going to put on my show and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's what it is. And
well, congratulations. I feel like we're starting similar stuff, kind of, you know, at the same time, and I'm learning on the job too. What has been since you started? Wait a minute, I want to ask everybody, can you guys see the banner on the side? Are you able to get his tags so you can follow and support? Because Grayson's one of our own.
Cover my face if you have to. That is fine. It's fine. Cover my face.
So we got it. That's what we do here on Jonesy. We support each other, right? Regardless of, we spread the word. And if there's nothing that you're interested in, pass it on. It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to pass it on. You never know. People don't always ask for the information or ask, do you know someone that's, you know, that can talk to these political figures? I'm looking for, you know, a streaming platform where I can watch real interviews happen. You never know. People don't walk up to you and say that. So just pass along to your friends, your coworkers, your colleagues, somebody in the church, because it don't cost you nothing.
Before I started advertising with you and partnering with you, I was advertising on Facebook, and someone reached out to me like, oh, can you help me? I have no heat, no this, no that. And then I'm like, I'm not a politician, but I said, what? And they were in my city. I'm like, where do you live? You know? And so then I connected with so I reached out to their council person or in the ward that they lived in. And then that council person was able to help them. So it's little things like that, you know, that go a long way, you know. You know, I can, you know, I'm not saying reach out to me because I'm not a consultant and stuff, but if you need, you know, any little way, you know, goes. This was an old lady and stuff like that, so I felt bad for her, you know, to help her and stuff like that.
No, and look, maybe this is part of what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe these are the order of your steps and you don't know. You start out this way and maybe you become an advocate and maybe you become someone that doesn't mind showing up in court for someone just to give them just so they don't get played out. Because you'd be surprised. You may not have the degree in that or the certificate in that, but a lot of people don't even have the basics and they be caught up in the mix. So I appreciate you.
True. Thank you, Jonesy. Thank you so much.
I will support Grayson Media and anything else that you have because you have always been supportive and kind and informative. And I love smart men.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I really love smart men that are kind. Smart men that are kind, funny, and brown. Smart men that are kind, funny, and brown, and smell good. Thank you. Now, in true messy Jonesy fashion, you know they in these comments cutting up.
What they saying?
Without the cut water. Talk about who is that on the picture? Your picture needs to be
updated. It was me. Yes, I've gained some weight. Yes, people. Yes. It's not AI. It was me. Maybe about 2000. Yes, it needs to be updated. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be showing people with my current state of mind right now or whatever, because I'm just not. I don't know.
You don't feel comfortable, but you don't have to explain that. They just being messy. They still love you.
No, it's fine. I can't see the comments right now, but I'll be in there in a minute to explain. But
they said your story alone qualifies you, Grayson. Your willingness to help and inform qualifies you. Just continue to walk on your passion and purpose and keep the faith. Yay!
I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that.
Nick Music says salute to you, Grayson. Vintage says good job, Grayson.
Thank you, Vintage. Thank you. That's a lot coming from you.
Yeah, no. Appreciate and look, let me tell you something. I'm not saying one way or another about the AI pictures, right? And people that indulge, but if I knew how to do it on me.
Well, that caricature was very nice. I mean, it was very nice. I liked it. The one that you sent me.
It looked like a younger me.
Yeah. I liked it. You saw
somebody else did it.
You saw the one I sent you back, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure you can't post that, but go. Well, no, what you was gonna say? Go ahead.
So for those of you that are wondering what we're talking about, somebody made me a meme. Giddy, is there any way for you to take this down for a minute and show them the meme, and then you can also show them the meme we were supposed to play yesterday? So once you start going online and dibbing and dabbling, you could be on there for hours.
You had me laughing at work when you sent me that, and I was just like, and then you had me on the AI, and I was like, oh, what's this?
It's a rabbit hole. It's a whole rabbit hole. Because then I started dibbling, dabbling, sending it to my friends, and then they know how to do text. So they started, Giddy, you got it? We had it up yesterday, ready to go. And I didn't go to any of it.
Jonesy, quick question. Yes. Why don't you get I don't have a green screen. Why don't you get a thing
digital?
Like this? Yeah, on StreamYard. You just put a picture.
I know, because it's doing that thing. Like when you did that.
Oh yeah, like this. Okay,
yeah.
Got you.
And ultimately I might wind up doing that. But the other banner with the Jonesy in the Morning reversed is done. Okay. And it was gifted to me. So how could I not?
Yeah, no. No, because you said you was I only suggested it because you said you were struggling, striving.
Yeah, and the thing every morning, and then I'm like, why does my hair look all like crazy? And it's because you're fighting with a banner. So I gotta figure some things out. But look, this is the meme. This is how bad my friends are.
Let's see.
That's not happening. That's God. That's God, because it's damn sure about to start some shit when y'all see it. Mr. Curtis, what you talking about confuse you? Nigga, you stay in a state of. This ain't confuse you. You have logo recognition. You knew what it was saying. And if you're watching me from Instagram or TikTok, one of them, it's straight on. It's the right way. All right, here it is.
Oh, that's the one I sent you.
Yes, you started the mess.
Yeah.
And once you sent this meme to me, I don't even know.
Oh, that zest me up. Mary needs a lemon. Her vocal cords are crying.
Oh, no.
Mary needs a lemon. Oh, girl, that voice is dry. Need something sour. That zest me up. Mary needs a lemon. Her vocal cords are crying. Hope this fixes me. Mary needs a lemon.
See what you started?
I didn't know there was more. I didn't watch it. See, you miss a day, you miss a lot, people.
I didn't even play.
You miss a lot because I was out running errands. I remember telling you via email. So I watched it back, but I didn't see that yesterday. You must have.
We didn't play it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
It was sitting to the side. I was trying to be a child of God.
Because if anything that I miss, I normally go back and watch it, on my TV, on YouTube or whatever. But
thank you for
that. Yeah, no, I always do that.
So
if I can't get you live, I will go back and watch it. But that is funny. That is wow.
It started with the meme you sent with me and Mary, and then I sent it to my friends. It was like, look at this, and they went off and started making videos. I couldn't even play the rest of them because I'm like, I don't want to look like a Mary bash. I only bash when she does something.
You stab first. Yep.
Right, and she does subliminals, and maybe it's not directed to me, but bitch, know that I'm gonna make it be about me. So don't even do it to nobody else.
Subliminal, that still counts.
I mean, it's fun to me.
If you go on the
let's go.
You go on the square, if you know what I'm talking about. Like 97 and First, you go on the square. I'm not naming their name, but if you go on the square and then you talk to your successor, if you want to call him that, and say, "Oh, it's nice up here," and this, that, and other. Why she ain't never come up there? See, now I'm getting. See, this is why I said I could never run for politics because now I'm getting started, and I ain't got no cut water in me right now. So,
thank you, Grayson. It was a pleasure talking to you this morning.
Thank you. I'll keep watching.
Thank you. We're going to put the banners back up again so you guys can support Grayson. I'm going to give you some nice.
Appreciate you. Take care.
Appreciate you as well. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Talk soon. That was Grayson. Y'all get on my ever-loving nerves. Stop. The video was funny. Kim. Yeah, we support businesses on this show because every day I realize a change has got to come. And if we really don't start supporting each other, the others won't recognize us. They only come when they're trying to steal from us. Steal from us, make money off of us, use us to march with them because now they're feeling what we've been feeling. And that shit stops today, and I don't care. And Nikki said it best. Corporate media is dead. And you know what? And they're killing themselves by firing all the Black voices. That shows you right now. If a company really gives a fuck about you and considers you, why would they remove the voices that sound like yours, the voices that are catering to conversation that matters to you, that can enhance or at least inform you in your decision making? Why would they silence those voices and remove them and replace them with buffoonery? So let's start waking up and let's start supporting. And every platform may not be for you, and everybody's delivery ain't for you. Everybody's, main thing may not be yours, but give us a try. Give us a try. Because they ain't. And then look us up and down. Like, you can't sit in these. Did y'all see that video? Them 4 white women that jumped not even an auntie. She was more like a grandma that had her little grandbabies. The nerve. Y'all can't stand here. We've been here since every year we come here. We don't get. How about stop fucking talking to me? How about stop talking to me? All right, Grace and Media, the first local love. All right. We're just minutes away from our next guest, so we can talk amongst each other. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kim from Harlem, with the super stickers. Hey, Nikki, baby. Hi, Reppin' Magazine OG. Did I say good morning to you yet, A-Live? Friday is the 13th. Yay. And Saturday, Will Downing is going to be in Rahway, New Jersey, performing. I'm going to wear this. So this is just in time. You are getting sleepy. Oh, that's making me dizzy. So usually by this time, I'm on my first Cutwater pour. But I can't do that this morning. You know why? You know why? You know why? Because I got to go into the school today and cut up for real. And I can't be having look on my breath. Nor can I afford to have a nap before, because I got to be there by 1. Child, these nuns going to motherfucking learn today. Let me tell you what happened to my son. And why they keep on fucking with my son? So he comes home the other day, and I noticed because the Live 360. Did I tell y'all this story already? That it said he was home, but I'm calling and there's no response. So I look outside. He's still sitting in the car. So I'm like, it's freezing out here. What's going on? He's looking depressed. He's looking confused. He's like, there's this nun in my school, bruh. Every time I turn around, she's always following behind me. He goes, I was going to the bathroom. She pulls me to the side and asks me, can I ask you a question? Why did you even come to this school? Da-da-da-da-da. And then she proceeded to berate him. And then she proceeded to ask the security guard that was in the hallway to take a picture, to mugshot my son, who was simply going to pee. You know, that's the playground of the devil for me. Like, why you get me activated and where my witch is at? So I calmly let him tell me everything that had been transpiring. Gathered myself, because you know I'm the email queen. I write a mean letter and it'd be so eloquent. So what I did was the next morning, I called over to the principal. She was in a meeting with 4 seniors. They said she'd call me right back as soon as the 4 seniors left. But in the meantime, I emailed his guidance counselor. So now I have my speech because somebody's going to respond. At some point today, somebody's going to respond. So I had to have my speech ready. Everything, my rant was ready to go, right? So when the guidance counselor calls me back, hi, Miss Patrick. I'm like, fuck all that. And I start going in. Who the hell and how the hell? But she's not fighting me. She's like, what? Oh my goodness, I agree with you. And I'm like, you ever been worked up and ready to go and got all the cuss words and all the everything, all the facts and the proof lined up and you just ready to, but then you realize that the person's not fighting you. So you're like, I sound like a fool, which is probably most of the time. But I had to stop my rant because she wasn't fighting me. Normally, you should be happy that you're being seen. How you see it? But I had so much, I was ready. So then she just said, she was like, no, yes, you're right. And I'm like, who the fuck? And she's a nun. How you know that? And this is how y'all do in these Catholic schools. We just left one because of similar behavior. And now it's here. I said, what kid drives an hour and a half himself to get to school and actually goes to school not plays hooky, because fuck this. Ain't nobody driving no hour and a half. That actually shows up that you feel the need, you have the right to stop him on his way to anywhere and ask him, why is he here? He's here, bitch, because you just took $1,218.98 out my motherfucking bank account this morning, bitch. Going to your salary. That's why the fuck he's there. But I'm asking myself the same question. Why are we here? But I'm not leaving empty-handed. So I get off the phone with her. And then the dean calls me. And he's like, I just want to preface by saying, Shay came to me. He's absolutely right. This was uncalled for. This was this was that. He was very, you know what I mean? So old girl must have ran back and rung the alarm. But let me tell you how I got this party started. I let him talk. I let him say his thing. And I said, do me a favor. You need your computer? He said, my computer. Yeah. I said, go in your Google search bar. Type this in. LESPINASSE versus the Lawrenceville School. He goes, oh, that's in Princeton. He goes, student suing school for racist, having him play field slave in front of class. Who is this? My firstborn and Shay's older brother. Come see about me. I said, and if your school want to be the next to let's make a deal, you'll be right the fuck there. Why do y'all mess with me? Why this family? Y'all haven't learned? Y'all haven't learned? So now he putting 2 and 2 together. I said, yes, that's my firstborn, Lawrenceville School. Yes, that means this is what we do. We are about the education. We're not about the shit y'all trying to do, apparently. We are about fine education. And my boys sign up for the shit. Not always, but for the most part, they go along with it. The last thing I need is a bitch from the inside making them question their decisions or question themselves. Who the fuck are you, rickety bitch? So I said, so just to let you know, this is what we do. Y'all could be next. Y'all could be next on The Price is Right if you want to. Because what you did by having her there, unleashed, he was biased. He was, all those words. I came up with all the things. I've got to come up with new ones by 1 o'clock, but it'll come to me as I'm driving. But to the point, at the end, I said, so basically, that hoe got to go. I said, just like that, that hoe got to go. And now I can hear Shay in my head going, bruh, oh my God, I didn't tell you this for you. Do you always go too far? Yes, I do. I do. But that's because I'm taking the side of mom and dad. So please let me go. It'll be worked out somewhere along. I will settle out. But let me go. Fuck you think this is? That we paying to be abused? And then I said, that is normalizing for our brown boys that behavior. That they should be comfortable with being stopped for no reason randomly. That's what you're doing. And the history major in me, I wasn't a history major, but I played one on TV. The history major in me knows about the inbred racism from nuns to Black people. The whole Catholic Church. The whole Catholic Church is sus and racist. And yes, I said it. But nuns have always felt that way about Black people. And the Black men, primarily because they lust after them and cannot have them. Yes. But this little Black boy, so I feel like I have to stand on business today, not for who was the brother. You said, who was the brother? That's my son, Jalen. I told him to pull up when I said, type this in, and he pulled it up. I said, that's my son. We are suing the Lawrenceville School. We are suing the Lawrenceville School. So if we will sue the Lawrenceville School, what the fuck make you think what? Just to give you context on the Lawrenceville School, they're the #1 prep boarding school in all of New Jersey. And I think they're like number 5. Well, they were at the time number 5 in the whole country. They don't fucking play. It's only about 100 kids in the school, and the blacks that they do let in be Africans. So if you are African American, you are the minority of the minority, because it's other country blacks. And so, in my opinion, my son deserved that level of education, because that is how he was operating, academically, athletically, and both at the same time. But I should have listened to the people that told me, and it was black men that told me, be careful, because the Lawrenceville school is hard on black men, on black boys. I should have listened. Hey, Debbie. Debbie from Astoria is in here. Hey, boo. I should have listened. And I learned, let me get current with the, yeah. I'm sorry, I can't talk. And this is a nun acting like this, pulling him to the side. He said, Mom, she's been doing it since my first day of school. And he said, you know how hard of a transition it was. And every day she's on me. And I'm like, tell me everything. Because when I get in front of the people today, I need to know all of it. And I didn't know this. And I don't like that my son cries in the dark. He's probably not really crying, because that nigga just be like, whatever, and jump on a video game or jump in the gym. But who knows how it will show up later on in life, Your Honor. So, I went and signed him up for therapy. Keep playing. Keep playing with the kid. So Lawrenceville School got Jalen over here playing a field slave in front of the class, and they think they're going to play with me and mine. And then you over here got the nun mugshotting him and allegedly mugshotting him, or attempting, or considering, because the security guard said he saw what was going on and he wasn't about to be a part of that. And then Jay is a good boy, and all he wanted to do was go pee. And here she come. And then after she did that, she asked somebody else in the school, an administrator, to bring him to her once he got out the bathroom so she could berate him again in front of the person. Because now as you got it off, now it's fun to you. So when I talked to him, I said, so here's what's going to happen on Monday. I'm going to berate her in front of all of you and my son, because we're going to call him out of class, and I'm going to get into that ass. And I said, what's her name? Large Marge. Tell Large Marge it's going down on Monday. He said, well, we're closed on Monday. Then Tuesday. So here we are Tuesday. Yeah, they play with these fucking kids. And the kids be so, oh, get out of here. You know what I mean? They don't pay attention. I wish when I was a kid, I would have known about all the trauma that happens in adulthood is always based and rooted on something that happened in my childhood. I would have paid more attention. I might not have been able to do anything, but I would have definitely had a recall that I might have been able to call back on later on in life and go, well, I remember. This is why I don't like X, Y, and Z. This is why I react that way. It's because of that shit. But as kids, and that's why we love kids, because things just roll off their shoulders. But how you rolling? Up to the motherfucking school today. Up to the school today. Anybody want to join? Anybody want to be a true auntie or uncle? I'm kidding. I need y'all to stay outside in case I need bail. Because I don't know. Kim Haynes said, can you wear your Google glasses so we can see something? I wish I had some. I wish, child, that whole thing would be live and direct. And see, here's the thing. You said pull him out. That was my first consideration, because I'm fight or flight. I don't stay nowhere. Give me one sign. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to give me a sign. Don't compliment me. I've left for less. No, but I can't pull him out because he actually loves every other part of the school. If there were a few things, then I'd be like, yeah, we need to, make a decision. Plus, as far as how we don't live down there no more, so it don't make sense. But he loves the people. He loves his coaches. Let me shout out, give some applause to the coaches school. And this is what kills me. It's like, I don't go into places, and my kids never go into places wearing what mom does for a living, right? I don't ever try to weaponize what I do for a living, because I know God will take it away the fuck from me. But people should have a little common sense and tread a little more lightly when they are aware of these weaponizing streets that I play in, that I dabble in. You know what I mean? So the fact that you being blatant, that's telling me you don't care. So guess what? Because I've been not caring. So Mr. Curtis said, I don't know why we keep thinking that Catholic schools care. I never thought that. We there for the football program. Truth be told, child. Jonathan, good morning. Jonathan always does that. Stop, Jonathan. Keisha, yup. Exactly. Now clock that. I'll be right up there. I said, and when I get up there, I'm pulling my phone out and I'm gonna have the flash on. If I can figure out, I gotta figure out how to put the flash on before I get in there. Hey, Bridget, I think you in here or you were in here. And I'm gonna go click, click, click. I'm gonna get right up close. Click, click, click. You like flashing. You want to be taking mugshot pictures of people's kids. This what you like. This what you like. Shay said, Mom, chill. She's 75 and fat with a cane. The better to beat her with. And your point is, this is why I can't tell you nothing. Okay, stop telling me something. Like, what do you think? Like, you've lived with me for at least 17 years. You know how I am. And in the moment I talk, I'm hot. Like, I was way turned up. But when I get there at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be measured. I'm still going to click my phone. And I'm still going to slide some cuss words out. And I expect them to be like, Miss Patrick, we would love to continue this, but we cannot allow you to keep on. You just can't keep. Miss Patrick, you're going to have to refrain from using that type of language. Miss Patrick, all right, that's it, Miss Patrick. We can't. And then that's when I say, okay, I just need the email address and the phone number to your legal counsel. Let them figure it out. Because when they say, we have told her she is not to talk to Chase. No, she's not to talk to Chase. She's not to communicate with Chase, because this is what they said. They want to tell her. That hoe got to go. I wish I had time to have the t-shirt made. That hoe got to go. So then I'll have to say nothing. And I'll have hoe spelled H-E-A-U-X. That hoe got a G-E-A-U-X. That hoe got to go. And somebody will get it and quietly chuckle to themselves in the meeting. That hoe got to go. And we're not phasing people out because they're 75 anyway. We're not soft landing Lucy. Large Marge is no longer in charge. She got to go. Right. And in Black History Month. Oh, thank you. Thank you for throwing that shit in the mix. Yeah. But they got we're not paying for abuse. Although, again, the fish rots from the head down. So if this nigga think that he can get away with it, why wouldn't? So, yeah, we advocate for our children, but peep how I said that. I'm applauding. Let me applaud myself. You know what I'm applauding myself for? For how I say so calm when he called and he was saying Jay's a lovely child and this and that and blah 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 blah. I said, you had a computer? You had a computer? Type this in. He had no idea. First of all, nobody's expecting the kids to have different last names. Or maybe they are. Bias. No, I'm kidding. But when I told him what it was, I can't even imagine the gagation of it all. So I was like, yeah, that's my oldest son. We're taking down to Lawrenceville School. Yeah. And you too. can be on The Price is Right. Like, stop. So I'm thinking that after he got off the phone with me, he probably blacked out everything I said after that. All that Large Marge going to get it on Monday or Tuesday, and I don't give all that he blocked out because all he knew is I led with the lawsuit. And that's not just talk. That was documented. So now he got receipts to run down the hall with. And I'm sure when he went down, the 4 seniors was gone. I still ain't hear back from the principal, though. So I'm going to add that to the mix. Why y'all kept sending him back? Oh, because then he called back and was like, so I spoke to the this to that. And extremely unexcusable behavior. And, you know, we're going to do this and do that and all of that, right? And we're hoping that you won't come on Tuesday. They told him to call me back and tell me not to come on Tuesday. They told him to call me back, and he was so kind with his words of how he asked me, we trust us. Everything short of we ain't fucking with that hoe. We got you, right? And I said, so I don't have to come into the school, but I'll be there before or after because it's going down. I said there will absolutely, positively be a confrontation between me and that bitch. And I don't care how old or how young. I don't care if it's inside or out. And I said, matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to just press charges. I'm going to have the cops come up there. How about that? Y'all want cops in the, like, I know you don't want ICE because Yeah, Mr. C.M. Williams. Yep. It's weighing on his spirit. Yep. All the things and his mental. And he had already come from another toxic situation because I'm about to spin the block and I ain't forget about y'all. Y'all gonna be next. It's going, why? But why? I gotta be the one always. You know why? Somebody told me why. They said ancestrally, the female ancestors in my family, the ones I never even met before, they are all up in heaven and they have anointed me to be the one to right all the wrongs and to break the cycle in our family of any, like, I guess, silence or looking the other way, turning the other cheek. And they have anointed me to be that one. So that is why I always get placed in these positions. Somebody told me this, I think it was Amy, why I'm always, this is not coincidental. So when you keep saying, why is it always me? Why is it? It is. You just don't understand why. So now that I understand I'm supposed to be here, everybody's catching it at 1 o'clock. Inside, outside, upside, downside, however you want it. Because when you fuck with mine, you fucking with one of his. And God be busy. Sometimes I really believe, I know vengeance is his, but sometimes he be needing a little help. Everybody need a little help. Didn't our black therapist say that yesterday? Everybody don't always ask for the help, but sometimes they need it. And I feel that God sometimes don't ask for the help directly. So here I am. Our guest, I know, calm down. He just got here. I know that's your friend. Our next guest has entered the studio, ladies and gentlemen. I ask you to put all your thoughts and comments of Large Marge to the side as we welcome to the stage, Mr. Hi, cutie.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am blessed and grateful.
I'm so glad to have you here.
I am mutually glad to be here. I appreciate you for allowing me to be on your platform.
Well, I thank you for even agreeing to be here. And last week we had a little thing. So thank you for rescheduling and coming back. Christian Robinson, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone.
So welcome to the show. I just was talking. You coming in the middle of a conversation. I have to go kick in the door at my son's school in a little while.
Yeah. I educate at a lot of schools. Well, don't say your son's school on the internet, but I've been in that situation.
It's too late. They know because because mom has always been a public figure. So when things are good and the school is winning, everybody knows, but they should have known that everybody knows. So let's not have this behavior because everybody gonna know.
That's fair. That's fair.
So where are you from? What are you doing?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, originally born and raised, and I currently live in Los Angeles. You know, pursuing the dream.
Yes. And congratulations on Sinners.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
How did that come to be? Was that your agent? Was it something like? How did that come to be?
So my agent sent me an audition. The story about how I got Sinners is actually a wild one. My agent sent me an audition. I sent in the audition, but what we get as actors sometimes is something called dummy sides, where it's not necessarily the actual script because they want to keep the content of the script contained. It was like Marvel level lockdown for this one, right? In the beginning. And I sent the audition in, and because I didn't really have much context about the film, it wasn't necessarily noted as, okay, this is perfect. It was like, he needs to adjust. So I adjusted, I did it again, which is rare in itself. Because if you know anything about the entertainment industry, you get one shot, Jack.
Not two.
You get one shot, Jack. So after that didn't happen, and I got another shot, I went and I did it again, and it was a bullseye. And then I got a call back for it. And the callback, for those that don't know, is the second round of auditions, right? So I get a call back for it, and I happen to book All American Homecoming at the same exact time. So I was on the set of All American Homecoming at the exact time Ryan Coogler wanted to have a callback with me. And I was like, but you know how I had to speak to my agent. My agent had to speak to casting. Casting had to speak to Ryan and his team. So it was essentially amongst the lines of, hey, is there any way we can reschedule, Chris? And we were trying to get it done, and we couldn't. And at the end of it, it wound up happening where they were like, you're not getting the role you auditioned for. You didn't make the call back. But we loved your tape so much, you're getting a bigger role.
Ooh!
And you don't have to do a callback.
Come on, bigger role without a callback.
So that's what wound up happening.
Wow. So what are you thinking when you hear that? Are you like?
I jumped up and down for joy. I was ecstatic. I was grateful. I taped the audition for Sinners right here. This is my taping area and my place where I take my auditions.
Good energy.
100%. This is where I booked All American Homecoming as well, right here. And it was a feeling that's like, whoa, this is Creed, this is Fruitvale Station, this is Black Panther, this is Ryan Coogler, this is Proximity, this is Michael B. Jordan, this is Warner Brothers, this is Sav Ohanian, this is Zenzi Coogler. I'm ecstatic. And I get on set and I was a sponge. I was there to perform, but I was learning as much as I was there to perform.
I'm sorry. I usually do the applause, but I'm so caught up. Giddy.
Giddy, what up, family?
How do you guys know each other, by the way? And then I'm gonna get back to my question.
It's okay. Social media. I've been making my presence way more known on TikTok. I've been spending a lot of time over there, and me and Giddy, we wound up getting really, really cool on that platform.
Do you think that TikTok and social media helps you as an actor get opportunities or be visible to potential future casters?
Absolutely, but it's a double-edged sword. It's 50-50 because once it's on the internet, it has the potential to live forever. So you have to be immensely careful. So something you might think funny, people might find offensive in a decade, right? Something that you say just because you're speaking your mind is something that could potentially hinder you. However, if you use social media the right way, I think it is the golden key to whatever type of life you want, because you get to display what's in your heart and your mind without a director, a writer, an executive producer telling you exactly how or what to do. Or for musicians, without an A&R or a record label exec telling you exactly what to do. You get to take this $2,000 device in your hand and say, I'm going to display exactly what I want to display as an artist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And my tribe will find me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do on social media. Like I have taken a huge interest in live streaming lately and artificial intelligence. And I've been, just planting my feet in these worlds and expanding my reach in these worlds.
Does that worry you? Because
No.
I feel like with AI, the more information we feed it, at some point, maybe not our generation, but some point it might come back to bite us because we're feeding it real, valid information.
The real is, as far as right now, no, it doesn't scare me. If you've seen every movie, then we've all seen The Matrix and The Terminator, and you're 1000% correct with the information we're feeding it. It has the potential to have negative backlash. However, I think the genie is out of the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
None of us invented AI. It would behoove us to learn it so that even if something bad did happen, we would know how to defend ourselves against it.
Yeah, perhaps.
And that's where my mind is at with it. It's like, I didn't invent this thing, but it's here. And this is where the next generation of the world is going. This is crypto all over again. This is the internet all over again.
Uh-huh.
This is social media all over again. There's a once in a lifetime shift that is happening right now to where I can move my thumbs on my phone and find out anything I want. Or I can move my thumbs on my phone and get the creative brain of any public figure because of the work that they've done. This is the first time in life where, and I say that to help me carve out certain ideas, right? If I'm brainstorming and I'm communicating, or even with content creation, like you can create entire films now, you can create games now, you can create scenes now, and just wrapping my mind around everything in that space is something that I've been falling in love with, transparently.
I like how you think. It's very grounded. And I want to know, just to give me more perspective, because I love a great story, how long you have been working as an actor before you got, would these two be considered your biggest roles to date?
So I was introduced to acting 2011-ish.
Okay.
I actually began to pursue it. The story goes, I'll give you, because the story goes, I was in church. A wonderful woman by the name of Miss Val asked me to be in a play. I said, to be honest with you, Miss Val, I have no desire to be in your play. I don't know what to tell you. But I always tell the story like she had to have an angel whispering in her ear because she wouldn't stop asking me. Every time she saw me, she asked me. And I said, okay, fine, I'll do it. I did the play. I fell in love. I then went to, I did a couple more plays, and then I went to Tasha Smith's Actors Workshop. I did a weekend workshop there. I learned a lot of information, and it's a time in my life where I'm trying to figure out, this is 2013 now, I went from 2011 to 2013. Still no real pursuit at it, still not even necessarily knowing how to pursue it. And I went to my best friend's aunt because it was a time in my life where I was like, I want to be successful, And I said, how do you become successful? And I asked her, because she was the most successful person I knew at the time. She's not in entertainment at all. She's in corporate America. But she said, people look at success as if it's an impossible feat. When in reality, all you have to do to be successful is look at the person in the spot you want to be in life, find out exactly what they did, do exactly what they did, and now you are successful. So for me, I said, okay. And she left a cherry on top, and it's a phrase we've all heard, which is, if you do something you love, you'll never work another day in your life. So I said, I just fell in love with this new acting thing. Let me look up some successful actors, and perhaps I can find a path to success. And I landed on Lance Gross. And Lance Gross went to Tasha Smith Actors Workshop. And I said, maybe if I go to Tasha Smith Actors Workshop, I too can be successful. So that's how I wound up at Tasha Smith Actors Workshop.
Yeah.
And then, but wound up happening from there, and this is just destiny, because I did so well in my performance. Somebody working with Tasha at the time tapped me on the shoulder and was like, because the workshop was held in New York City for a weekend. And she said, you need to move to Atlanta. And I said, Atlanta, why? She said, you don't look like, act like, sound like anybody out there. You'll stand out there. You'll run laps out there. You should go. And I said, okay. And I went, and she was right. So I moved January 1st, 2014 to Atlanta. In 11 months, I landed my first agent.
Okay.
In 1 year and 11 months, I landed my first role, which was a very small role on the Mickey Howard Story on TV.
Who were you?
His character name was Daryl. I had one line, and they reduced it to a scene. I mean, they reduced it to a smile, so I looked like an extra. In all fairness, they should have. I was very nervous. I didn't know what the hell I was doing at that time, right? But then I wound up auditioning for the Tupac movie. A lot of people don't know this. I was this close to playing Biggie in the Tupac movie. I was this close, but I didn't get it. And then I also almost played Idi Amin in the Tupac movie. I was this close to playing that as well. We moved past that. I did a film on Netflix. We filmed it in 2016. It's called Burning Sands. For anybody in here that's Greek in any capacity, it's a film on college fraternities in HBCU. I did a film called Burning Sands on Netflix. Then I did Tales on BT. I did the first Purge, which was the Black Purge, basically. I did the first Purge, which was the fourth Purge, where it was the prequel to show how it all started. Right? From there, you see me on Watchmen on HBO, Interview with the Vampire on AMC. You see me on BMF on Stars. That's the BMF varsity jacket hanging behind me. I had it custom made.
Who were you on BMF?
They gifted it to me, and I cut the sleeves off, made it like a vest. My character's name was Tiny. I was in seasons 1 and 2. I was the one that went heads up with Lamar. So I was the only one that drew blood aside from Little Meech with Lamar.
Yeah,
If you go watch seasons 1 and 2, you'll see me in that again. And then All American Homecoming, Manhunt on Apple TV, and most notably, the most Oscar-nominated film of all time, which is Sinners.
I'll do it. So I feel like you hit the ground running, but in that year before you actually got an agent, and then the 11 months after that, what did you do to maintain? Did you have savings or did you work? And at any point, did you get discouraged?
Whole lot of acting classes to stay sharp in the craft, on top of being at acting classes, working at the acting class studios to sometimes barter to take classes for free. I absolutely worked. I had a job, and beyond jobs, it was side hustles, side investments, any and everything I had to do to strive to get there. I absolutely, and I definitely got discouraged. I lost friends, I lost women, I lost money, I lost a lot, but I learned who I was in that process, and I'm grateful for it.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
Nice. This is a good age for you to be at this mental stage.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very proud to be in company with you.
That means a lot to me. You've seen a lot of lives, and you've been in a lot of rooms, and you've had a lot of conversations. So I'm certain your perspective is that of wisdom. So I appreciate that.
And some battles and some battle scars, but
right. No, for sure. That's inevitable.
But you're the younger generation that a lot of my peers shy away from or, denounce. And I have to say, I'm very refreshingly impressed.
Thank you. That means a lot.
So are you actually, are you working now towards, obviously bigger, anything you can share with us that's next on your?
I have something in the can, but due to the powerful ass NDA, I cannot say what it is. Okay. But look out. It's going to be something monumental. I can't say
it is.
And then we're still auditioning because, we always want amazing opportunities. We're still auditioning. And then beyond that, I'm building my own. I'm building my own platform. If anybody wants to go to youtube.com or tiktok.com or Instagram or Facebook, look up Paths for Us, PATHS FORUS. Paths, like you walk on a path, plural. youtube.com/Paths for Us. What I created was a nonprofit organization called Paths for Us, where we educate the inner city youth on how. It initially started with the how of the entertainment industry. How do you become an actor? How do you become a director? How do you become a casting director? How do you become an agent? How do you become a writer, etc.? Because what I noticed was going to all these workshops, it was like everybody speaking to the actor. The producer talking to the actor, the writer's talking to the actor, the agent's talking to the actor talking to the actor. It's like everybody doesn't want to be in front of the camera.
That part.
Let's create a platform where people can learn how to do the other things.
Nice.
And one of the things I do, like when I remember when I said I'm an educator, this is my form of education. When I go into schools nationwide, I get the kids excited. I say, y'all want to watch a movie? Yeah. I put the movie on, and then get to the intro, and then I go straight to the credits. And they be like, I thought you said we was gonna watch a movie. And I said, this is the most important part of the movie. Because here is where you see all the jobs.
Right.
The part everybody skips, walks out of, I don't give a damn. Every single one of those is a job in Hollywood, and you have no idea they exist. Who was the key grip? Who was the editor? Who was the sound mixer? Who was the special effects makeup artist? People don't give a damn until I come explain that to them. So my past platform is what you can see me most consistently with, because I'm consistently educating the people on how we have over 60 episodes up, fully clipped out. And then beyond that, there's going to be a whole new wave coming where I interview people live on TikTok. And it's the same process essentially. But my goal is to get out of it, to educate people of how. And we're moving far beyond just the entertainment industry. We're going to be going to entrepreneurship, real estate, credit, etc.
Dope. That's the give back.
100%.
The people want to know, they're in the comments, everyone's enjoying the conversation. Your character on Sinners.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so my character's name was Chris. If you go back and watch the film, a very, very pivotal scene, a person who's gambling in the juke joint, he gets cut because someone was playing with loaded dice and he called him out. And then Michael B. Jordan's character comes in and he's like, ho, what's going on? It was smoke. And he calls me down, he puts money in my pocket, he gives me a bottle of wine. This is the guy that they thought turned into a vampire. He passed out in the puddle of wine and they drag him outside. Then he wakes up and he's like, Smoke, let me in, Smoke, let me in, there's some weird shit going on out here, Smoke. And then I get tackled by Cornbread. But I was the guy banging on the door screaming, saying, let me in. If anybody goes back and watch the first trailer of Sinners that came out, not the second trailer, watch the first trailer of Sinners that came out. The entire second half of the trailer is me.
Come on, it's me.
It's me. Go watch it again.
Thank you, Christian Robinson. Thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Hopefully, we can do some collaborating, because I like where you're going with it ain't always the main actor that makes the machine go. Because you could apply that in different areas of life.
Let's figure it out. Giddy, throw us in a group chat. Let's figure it out. Consider it done.
Appreciate you. Good luck. Not that you need it. Stay focused and blessed.
Thank you so much. You have a blessed day.
Do the same. Christian Robinson, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a good one.
All right. Good. That was good. Now we all know where to go back and watch, right? I remember that part. Oh, thank you, Monique Mitchell. Monique said Jonesy loved the show this morning. Thank you. We've been having quite a few good ones. My friends are telling me, they're like, girl, it was a really good show. Yesterday, my friend was like, I got to watch it, later on in my free time. It was a good show. And I'm like, what makes it good? Because I always want to know how I can get better. I've always felt like I've never had teachers. Like I've learned on the job training by doing wrong things and going too far, I've never had teachers to say, tomorrow you have this one and you have this content. Let's try this approach, or let's do this and let's not do that and see how we feel. I've never had that. So when you guys give me the feedback, that's like the best training ever. Wait. I have to give it up for you. So when she said it was a good show, and I say, what made it good? Now I'm understanding, because now this streaming has given me the opportunity to not concise my thoughts into 3-minute talk breaks, right? That's what I always had to do. Not say a bunch of things that I don't necessarily believe because I don't want my phone ringing. Can you not talk about the Epstein files? Can you not? So you guys have no idea. I'm feeling different. I'm feeling encouraged. And when you guys like what I'm doing, it encouraged me to continue going that way. So in a few minutes, we've got Will Downing, the jazz / R&B / soul singer. He'll be joining us. I was typing his people while Christian was on because I didn't want to interrupt Christian and I didn't know where he was going and how long he was going to go there. So I asked Will to call at 9:40. So he said, okay. Thank you guys. CM Williams, see, you one of a kind. I'm leaving before the credits. I'm that girl that's leaving to go pee before the credits even roll because I don't want all these bitches to beat me to the bathroom. So thank you for that comment. The one right there. Right. Commercial breaks and you get to say what you really want to say. Right. Which could be dangerous, but I think I'm seasoned enough to know, you know. But then when he came on and he was like, things on the internet live forever. I'm like, bro, I just went in on a Catholic nun, on a Catholic school and a nun. Hi, Che Bella. Shut up, said. Yeah, he was a great interview. Thank you, Miss Led. Appreciate you. The very reason why I can't stand syndicated radio. Speak on it, because I don't even listen to syndicated. This channel has brought so much information at the right pace. Thank you, Keisha. Come on, Keisha. Right. He was intelligent and extremely handsome. And you know, what I like beyond that is the age, the level of maturity and focus at that age, because he could be doing a lot of other things, right? And thank God that it happened for him, because a lot of these actors, they have great intentions. We know that they were good kids. They were better students, right? They had the full packages. And if things don't happen by a certain age for them, they pivot. And not necessarily because they want to, but because niggas got to eat. Sometimes at 35, you have children. So you can't be selfish. You got to pivot. I'm so thankful that he was able to get in it and maintain himself. So Tyrone, today is your birthday. You want us to do the birthday song? Let me get the birthdays out the way. How about that? Tyrone, we will start with you. I think we have the music. We could play the music. I fixed that with Giddy's gonna get it up. I fixed that with YouTube. Oh wait, no, I screenshotted it so I wouldn't have to. Bam, because I said I'm tired of having to scroll. Did I? Let's see. Yep, got my birthdays. I'm ready when you are, Giddy. Wait, why can't you talk about the Epstein files? Because at that former place, it was always a no.
We could dance all night.
If today is your birthday, you celebrate with Yara Shahidi from Grownish, formerly from Blackish, the daughter. Uzo Aduba, sounds like an athlete, but I know it's somebody from TV. And Roberta Flack. Kai, did you know your birthday is Roberta Flack's birthday? I'm sure you did. Kai, I hope you're feeling Grownish today. At the very least, Blackish. Happy birthday, everybody celebrating. Hey, boo, hey, Miss Melanin. Thank you, Sherelle. Spread the word then. Child, spread the word. So we can stay here forever. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the feedback. All the feedback. And the thumbs up and the subscribes. Thank you. Thank you, Sherelle. Oh, look at this. What makes it good is the same thing Wendy has. Your voice is reason. Oh, wow. Thank you. Even if I'm about to beat up a nun, get up. Oh, India from Check the Life is in here. Good morning. Good morning, Check the Life. How was the marathon? Thank you. One show at a time, right? Miss Led, thank you. And we're gonna go on forever with this. Remember we used to go forever until somebody messed it up. Appreciate you, Jonesy's Ronesies. Nick Music. Mike was on one yesterday. I love to hear it. Mama Flip is here. Yeah, you know how they were censoring at all the stations do that. All of them, all mine. Trey Bella, I'm sorry. I'm not waiting for the credits. The bathroom be hella nasty if you wait for everybody else to. Nope. Miss Indies, good morning. Oh, wow, Mobetta. I didn't even know your mom passed away. I know she was ill. I'm so sorry. You never traumatized. But I hope you have somebody to talk to, because you be keeping a lot. When I met you, not met you, but through here, you were going through stuff and you weren't sharing then. I had to pull it out of you. No cut water espresso today. It's right there, but no, because I need to be in my right frame when I get to the Catholic school. Birthdays were the worst days. Yeah, no. Thank you, Elaine. Yeah, God rest her soul. Thank you, Tracy, for the birthdays. Thank you all for your donations. I'm trying to get a new poll. This morning, the top of the screw thing fell, and I'm going to have to wait for a child with YE, Young Eyes, gets home from school to help me find it. But I'm tired of the tripod feet. Oh, our next guest has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. So excited. Good morning, legend.
Good morning. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm doing well. Oh, come on, teeth. You have beautiful teeth.
I paid enough for them.
I know that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the icon, the crooner, R&B and jazz, Will Downing.
You had me looking around. I'm like, what you talking about? Somebody else coming?
Stop playing. Congrats. So look, I actually have notes for you. I wrote down some stuff for you. Yeah. First of all, welcome to the show. I'm so glad you were able to make time. What's been going on? What have you been doing?
Waking up for you. These aren't my hours, I'm used to being up. I'm up late and up later. I go to bed late and I'm up later. So I got up specifically for you. You are worth it.
Thank you. I'm so glad to have you. And I know you've been working. You were on the road because Val was trying to coordinate something. But tell the people, let's get the business out the way. You've got a big show on Valentine's Day in Rahway.
I do. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. Valentine's Day is my day. That's the day that you call Will Downing. And I get to do all the hits that I've done over the years. And I set the mood for the ladies, and I make it the easiest night in the world for the brothers. So come on out and come see me.
That's going to be, people, let me give you the address so you can go and get your tickets now. I have it written down. Hold on. I'm old school with paper.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, I'll tell you what, while you're looking out, we'll hit them with it twice. While you're looking for it, I'll tell you what I do know. It's at the Union County Performing Arts Center in Rahway, New Jersey. Show is on at 8 o'clock on February 14th, the big day, Valentine's Day. If you have not made your plans yet, you need to come on out and come get your tickets at a reasonable price. Free parking. Can't get no better than that. You'll be out of there early.
1601 Irving Street.
There we
Rahway,
go.
New Jersey. The doors open at 7:30. They want you guys to be there by 7:30. So when Mr. Downing cracks that mic, everybody is already in their
Say
place.
it again, Jonesy. Say it again. When I crack that mic, I want you to be ready.
Yes.
In the place.
Yes. Oh, so you have new music too.
I do. Just released my 29th album. Yeah, I said an album. I'm old school.
And we are here for it. We know what we're getting when this is why I think you've had such success. And I hope that you don't mind me saying or being familiar, but I feel like we have grown up at like all of the stages of my life, my young adult, my grown adult, and now my OG or auntie. We've grown up. How do you maintain without compromising what Will Downing represents? Music.
Well, Jonesy, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Listen, I ain't good looking and smart like you, so this is all I got. God gave me a voice, so I've been singing for the last 37 years. I started my career back in 1988. My very first record, self-titled Will Downing, and I've been doing an album pretty much every 2 years ever since then. So we're up to album number 29, and it's just what I enjoy. And fortunately, over the years, I've always had something on every project that I've released that the public seems to embrace. And, that kind of maintains my career. And when you come see me live, we put all those songs together into one big show. So you get to hear songs like Nothing's Ever Felt Like This, which is a duet I did with Michelle Farrell. After Tonight, which was a very successful album that I did. Some songs that I did with Gerald Albright, Million Ways. I can go on and on. I Go Crazy, I Try, Wishing on a Star. All these songs are songs that I've done over the years that the public has seemed to have embraced. So we put it all in one show. And when you come see me in concert, you have a great time. It's like going down memory lane, as you just said. You felt like you've grown up with me. So, that's what we do in concert.
Yeah. And I will say also, I do remember your beginnings. You weren't
even born, Jones. You weren't even born when I started.
Stop. I remember your beginnings, and so I'm a singer, and you may not know that. But I'm an R&B singer from the 90s. So I remember your beginnings. I think at the Apollo, but I also remember your wife, Audrey Wheeler.
Uh-huh.
Audrey Wheeler did a song with Omar Chandler, This Must Be Heaven.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely.
Audrey had to step away. As soon as that song got done, she had to step away, and I replaced Audrey with Omar.
Really?
I had just graduated college and came home. My mom died 3 weeks later, and I didn't know what I was going to do, but I was going to give up music because I needed to get a job. I got hired to do the Omar Chandler gig, and I said, if it had not been for Audrey.
Wow. That's all right. All right. There you go.
Here we are today, and I'm like, oh my God. And I know how much I remember, because we also used to get our hair done at the same place, me and Audrey.
That must be up in Harlem.
Yes, Gerard Duray. Yes.
Okay, Gerard Duray. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I was there too. I used to get my. Okay.
Oh, stop.
That's weird.
For those of you just joining us, this is Will Downing. He is blessing us all, tri-state area, on Valentine's Day. Of course, we get him. He could have been anywhere. He's going to be in Jersey at the 1601 Irving Street in Rahway.
Right, the Union County Performing Arts Center. Uh-huh.
So get your tickets. Please go and get your tickets. Doors open at 7:30. Performance starts at 8 o'clock. But I was going to say, you've been a mainstay, right? You've gone through some health challenges. You've had some trauma, some tragedy with your child. And yet we would not know that. We would not know any of those things, but for maybe you sharing, because you always show up and you give us Will Downing. Is there a key? Is there a blueprint to keeping your life away from your music?
Well, you know what? It's really about faith. And, they say that man plans and God laughs. I mean, no one expects any hill. You expect hills and valleys in your life, but, you have to overcome them. It's just what life is. Everyone is going to go through something. And, my life is no different than yours, and you speaking of your mom passing away 3 weeks after you were leaving school and you didn't know what you were going to do. And then God set the plan up for you to be able to sing, and you joined Omar Chandler and you kept your career going. And here we are right now. It's just life. It's going to happen. You don't expect it, but you can't let it bring you down. You're here. You have to live your best life. Life is not, it's not long, and you really have to make the best of it while you're here. So that's what I do. I enjoy making music, so that's why I keep doing it. I just enjoy life. I mean, I just think that you have to make the best of it.
And I think that now, like, we're grown, we're of a certain age. I'm 57, so I always tell people that we have to make people, like, they're trying to age us out. They try to age shame us and stuff. Have you ever experienced that? Do they try and say, oh, Will, your time is past? And you're like, no, I got more song in me.
Well, I mean, that's why I keep releasing music. I don't let that stop me from doing what I do. I mean, we're at a point now with technology. Everyone can be an artist, and everyone can potentially make a living doing something that they really love, regardless of what it is. The internet is a powerful tool. You should use it. So I'm not going to let anyone age take away from my joy. It's what I enjoy doing. I've been very fortunate that people have always supported me and my music. So I keep doing it. I mean, until I can, so, God will be the great decider and the great, finalizer and the decision maker. So
always.
Yeah, always. So until then, you just keep doing what you really enjoy. And if you're decent at it and you're good at whatever it is that you do, and you can make a living at it, why stop? I don't care about some younger person telling me, you ain't with this, but you ain't with that. There's an audience that grew up with me, and we're together. So we move in step together. So they still enjoy classic R&B the way I remember it, like your Luther Vandrosses or your Anita Bakers or your Stevie Wonders or whoever it might be. I represent that class. There's some beautiful artists out there that represent another class. So just keep doing what you enjoy.
That's right. Staying true to your lane.
Absolutely.
I also want to tell the people, I don't know if you guys are traveling. Well, people, I keep forgetting, this is not Tri-State Radio. You will be up in Niagara Falls, and you're performing with one of my other favorites, Jeffrey Osborne.
Jeffrey Osborne kicks my ass kicks my butt.
No.
Oh, yeah. Every time I think I had a great show, I'm like, I put the pressure on Jeffrey today. Jeffrey comes walking through the audience. I'm sorry, running through the audience, and he starts doing hit after hit after hit. And I keep thinking I got hits. My hits pale in comparison to the classics that he's released over the years. So when you put it together, it's a great night of music. We have
that's good energy. Like, it doesn't feel, although there's always that competitive spirit, it's not negative competitive spirit.
No, it's not negative. We bring out the best. Well, they say iron sharpens iron. So we get out there and we try to sing our lungs out, and he always wins. Damn it.
And there's probably somebody out there, a lot of somebody's out there that feel that you're always winning, but we win collectively because we get both of y'all. That's going to be, I think, the weekend after. Is it this weekend? No.
I think it's February 28th, I believe it is.
Yes, the end of the month, guys, if you want to check him out, and Jeffrey Osborne. But this Saturday for Valentine's Day, this is a gift. He already said he does all the work for the guys, damn near.
All you got to do is stand there and act like you like the Negro that's up on the stage, a.k.a. me.
That's easy marching orders.
That's all you got to do. Just sit there with your arm around your lady and, like that, a couple of those. Yeah, well, not do much. I'll make it easy.
I want to get into your new music. Can you set it up for us?
New music. Hold on, I got it right here. That's why I'm bending down. Hold on. Bam. Will Dynamite. Which way am I going? There we go.
Nice.
New release called Still in Love. It's Still in Love because I still love music. It is a 5-song EP. The first single is entitled Back to Us. And it's a song about a couple that's been together for a very long time, and they stopped doing the things that they used to do when they first met. Going out on weekly dates, calling each other on a daily, 4 or 5 times a day just to check up on the person, those sort of things. So it's like we need to get back to us. So that's what the song is all about lyrically.
Can we take a listen to it, Giddy?
Giddy, hook me up. I don't know who you are, but hook me up. Zigga, 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 hit. Here we go.
All right, he's going to get it.
That's all right. So now, in the meantime, while he is doing his thing, what's happening with you? You still singing? What's happening?
So you know what? So I had stepped away from it because I was doing it in the 90s. I have some songs that you know, and you're just not making the connection.
Okay, hit me.
So I did a song in the 90s called Where I Want to Be Boy. I also did a song with AZ called Sugar Hill. It was the original Sugar Hill. I want to choose.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
me. And I redid it and changed the words to Sugar Hill.
Nice.
Yeah. And then recently, when I came back to radio after 15 years of a hiatus raising my kids, I had a song called Calling All Ladies that was Grammy nominated. This was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
I have a birthday song that we just play when I do the birthdays every morning. I have a song I redid, Cause You Love Me Baby by Denise Williams.
Okay. All right.
I just redid that. So, and I did Over 1 in a Million You by Larry Graham.
I did a version of that as well.
I have to listen to yours. I saw it when I was determining what to put on my Instagram post because I promoted you on my page. But I went with I tried.
There we go. Woman, you need to come on now. You need to come back out there. People need to hear you. I'm listening to you sing right now, and it's what 9:52 in the a.m. and you sound fantastic. So that means you can really shine. You can shine.
Thank you.
Here's a single. And I was like, thinking from my latest release.
Hey.
This is dope. I love it. You know
Thank
what?
you.
Come on, you hit the falsetto, but your voice is so clear.
And you didn't do too much with the music. Like we could actually get into you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's like a stepper's joint right there. You know, you can line dance, you can step, whatever it is, hand dance, whatever you want to call it. That's what it's there for. It's classic old school. Yeah, I said old school R&B. Can't beat that.
And I could hear myself cleaning to it.
Well, what?
Because it's calm. It's right. It's right. It's a
whatever.
Yeah. Will Downing. One more time. Tell them the name of the album. You guys know it's on all platforms, but tell them the name. Somebody's asking.
The title Still in Love. Hold on. There's Pinky there. Got my pink suit on. Buy my record. I said, but no.
Stupid.
You got to get your pinky having it. Yeah, so it's called Still in Love, and the first single and what we just heard, Back to Us. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your gifts.
Oh, thank you. And I hope to see you face to the place on Saturday. If you're not busy, come on down. Come enjoy yourself. Come bless the audience with your face and voice and all of that.
I might do that and come on backstage and do what I do.
Do what you do. Come on. Shimon, in the words of Michael Jackson.
All right. All right. Consider it a date. And send my love to Audrey if I don't see her. I don't know if she's going to be traveling, if she'll be there for Valentine's Day, if she got this stuff going on.
Well, she's got a gig. They're going to be, she's with Lilo and Melba Moore. So they're going to be up in Connecticut somewhere doing a show that same night. So
sorry, Will, I'm going up there. Sorry, Will.
Because I'm black, isn't it? It's because I'm black. I'm black her. It's because I'm blacker.
Stop.
I should never said nothing. I should have just left it alone.
Look, that's double income.
Hold on, let me make you feel even bad. Even worse. Hold on. Do I look sad? Is it sad?
A little. Will Downing, who knew you were this fun? Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday at the Union
County Performing Arts Center in Rahway, New Jersey. Showtime is 8 o'clock. Jonesy said, with the doors are at 7:30, have your black asses there at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Walk in the place, because if you walk in late, I will clown you. I've been known to clown folks. I will clown you, even in your red dress, in your high heels. I'll clown you. I will. I will.
You are a mess. I love it. Will Downing, don't be a stranger.
Please, and vice versa. And keep singing, all right?
I will. Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye now. Will Downing, ladies and gentlemen. Will Downing. The things I couldn't do before. The people are coming. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, I'm sorry, Monique. I didn't see this until just now. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you all. Thank you all for being gracious to the guests, being, So Saturday night, he's going to be in town. And I meant what I said. He could have been anywhere because Valentine's Day is the day for cats like him, cats like Howard Hewitt. Oh, I got to get him on the show. Oh, cats like, who else? Carl Thomas. Cats like, what's old boy? Donnell Jones. They can be anywhere, but he's going to be in Jersey at Rahway at the Union County Performing Arts Center, 1601 Irving Street in Rahway. And thank you to my friend Valerie Marable. Let me give her applause for putting that interview together. She also, I realize I can't talk over the applause because you won't hear me. Valerie is also the one that brought us Jeff Redd a few weeks ago. Did you guys see that? Were you here for that? So thank you, Will Downing. Go get that album. That music that he's putting out is timeless and always good. And y'all know I don't like a lot, but I like what I like. And so also thank actor Christian Robinson and Giddy. Thank you for. Now I want to thank some real important people. Those of you that have been getting up every day and moderating this show. Vintage and Kim from Harlem. And always, those of you being moderated, that's all of you, my Jonesies, Grownsies. Thank you so much. don't get impatient about the merch. If you put in an order, the snow messed everything up. And even if it didn't, that's what I'm going with. So it'll be here before Easter. Enjoy your day. Protect your peace. Giddy, you want to say anything in closing? You want to come up and hey.
Yeah, you forcing me up. It was a great show. I thank you for Christian for popping up. Thank you for Will for popping up.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get better and better every day for you. That's
and
it.
Mr. Grayson, thank you for being our
Yes.
first local love.
Yes.
Let me give you guys applause.
So you want to give any sneak peeks on who's going to be here the rest of this week?
Do you have? Do I have?
You had.
Oh, so tomorrow, I think I told you guys, check out this show, Supreme Models. It's on Netflix because tomorrow we're going to be talking to Ray J's manager, Dorian, who is a designer, and Fashion Week is upon us. So he's invited me to his fashion show and I invited him to my show. Tomorrow he'll be here. So that's the first one. And Thursday, the little actress, let me get it because her grandmother responded. Oh, no, you know what? The little girl from the Deb Antony movie, I pushed her closer to the release of the movie because that makes more sense to me. So she'll be available March 3rd or March 4th. Who else am I forgetting, Giddy?
That was it because you had Will on today. He was supposed to be later this week. But Judge Court, I have two, not just one.
Huh? Oh.
She said Giddy with the dimples. I said I have two, not just one.
Oh, I'm not even carrying on. All right, well, people, that's the never can say goodbye. No, no, no. I never can say goodbye. Do, do, do. Da, 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 da. Mr. Curtis got the duet for me and Will already. Da, 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 da. Tracy Scales, thank you. Ooh, I never can say goodbye. No, no, no. Why did you and Mr. Downing only do one album for Motown Records? Motown was a mess. Once Andre got there, and they got rid of him, everything was in flux because Andre had things going a certain way. You got to give the next person a chance to get things their way. And then the next person, George Jackson, passed away. That's when I left because I was like, it's too much. It's too much. Maybe it's just not in the cards for me to be singing. That's how I felt about that. And so I realized later on that maybe it's just not for me to be in the singing business. So now I sing because I'm happy. Sing because I'm free. I know, right? Will Downer has who knew he had such a personality? I'm sorry I'm running over. I'm just trying to get to all the comments. Right? An actual album with actual artwork. We actually like to see it. Digital just doesn't seem real. I like walking out with something in my hand of value that I could say, I just spent $20 for this. I'm going to read through all the credits. I'm going to read through all the line notes of this is dedicated to. And that's how you used to be able to get your great interview questions, right? You'd be like, who was that you dedicated that song to? And what made you say that in that lyric? But who has time to write down lyrics, listen to songs and write down lyrics? It used to be better when they had the lyrics on the album sheet, on the sleeve. But thank you again. Thank you all for showing up for us every day. I'm going to continue to give you Jonesy's show. And if you, if you want to be a part of Local Love, use that email address right there. Booking Jonesy, we get to you. Thank you for all your suggestions. You guys, sometimes y'all email me during the day with suggestions and content. Thank you, Mr. Grayson, for all the content we didn't even get to today that we will use tomorrow. Get the likes up, please, 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 please get the likes up before you go. New album, Will Downing is Still in Love. Please cop that and go buy tickets. Keisha, you was on fire this morning. Y'all got me smiling, and y'all know I got to get in witch mode. My friends are like, you'll be calmed down by Tuesday. We ain't even thinking about you. We're not even trying to walk you down because we know you'll be calm. I'm calm, but I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to play the role of black bitch that had to come out her house with her house coat on. Is being played by. Thank you, Monique Mitchell. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Grown and sexy still lives. Yes, it does. I'm gonna get on out of here. That's right. Get back to hoe gotta go. That hoe got and you spelled it right. Judge Shady. That's right back. That hoe gotta go. That hoe gotta go. God knew to send me calming Will Downing. Christian Robinson got me all together. He shifted me. I was like, okay. All right, young man. So somebody said in the comments, please forgive me for going over. I'm not going to keep you long, but somebody said, why do y'all sound so surprised when you hear young black men sound articulate? Because niggas be niggering. And the ones that get the platform that think that they have to come on and perform niggerness. So that's why sometimes you're out off the platform in the streets niggering. There's nothing wrong with shifting. But when we see you on the place that you need to shift into professional or become the actor so you can present your whatever it is and you're still in niggery, that's why. The other part is some black men think that they have to talk unintelligibly or unintelligibly and unintelligently in order to, fit the criteria. The criteria. Do you know what I mean? But for me, what I meant today, I wasn't impressed with his articulate speaking. Because actually it wasn't like that for me. It was the level-headedness. And because I'm an artist, I'm always intrigued to see somebody else's path. So when he was giving me good storyline, excuse me, and I'm like, this is teachable. Hello, yeah, impressed. So that's where my shit came from. I can't speak for everybody else, but so tell your friend Giddy that we loved him over here. My first time here, I liked and subscribed. Great show. Thank you, Miss Indies. I think Indies. So yeah, that's why. Thank you, Georgiana. Thank you, everybody, for doing these super chats and supporting Eddie in every way you can. I'm not going to hit you in the head for money every day. Psych, I am. Right, A-Live. You know the type that rather look dumb than look smart. That's why when I had Havoc up last time I had Havoc, I said, you know what? Back in the 90s, I remember how y'all used to purposely show up late with more people than were on your guest sheet to come with and give one-word answers and sit back in the chairs, put your feet up and be like, yeah, I mean, nah. It was a different, they were given different, but I realized that too was performative, trying to appear cool. Now they come up, they be early. They have a list of assets that they try to promote. They get it. So I'm impressed with that the artists, it might be last call at the bar, but they getting it. They on their business right now. Hey, yo, have a great day as well. I'm going to get out of here. And I love y'all for watching, listening, and being here. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Giddy. The end.